Is that why you asked if I wanted a ring light? Because you were trying to get rid of yours? There's this neat thing. The thing that plugs into the wall, unplug it. It won't be that bright. Damn.
Damn
But
it.
did you notice when she did it, it's a good shot?
Didn't lose it at least once. Everything on my computer just went black for a second, and it was like, oh, now we're back up. That's why I was like, cool, that's fine. That's fine.
But the shot that you left us with was gorgeous.
Of course. You know what? You take the best screenshots of me, and I do appreciate it every time.
We do try.
Oh, see, look. It's just the way it is for some reason.
Yep.
New year, new tech problem. It's the features, you're right. Oh.
See, the difference between Ray and I is I always go out of my way.
Squirrel King.
What?
Should be good. Squirrel King was saying he can't hear me.
Oh.
I got a new ring light and a new mic. And so I'm testing them out tonight. So I hooked up the new mic, but I forgot to change it in OBS. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know how it is. You forget things because you get old.
I did a stupid. I accidentally closed the tab the stream is on. Oops.
And I was just saying, Squirrel King, thank you everyone to showing up tonight. Tonight is time for Emerald Sanctums, our World of Darkness campaign. Tonight we get to have a couple of really big events happening. We will be witnessing possibly an apocalyptic event in Vera's bedroom. And if we all survive that, I think we're going to be going to a ball. Oh my god, I scared Ivy so bad she left again.
But did you notice the
Yep.
screen? Yep.
Yep. All sweet baby angel with her eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Pardon me. All right, so to remind everyone, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the break. We are giving away. Oops, wrong button. This mini. We were trying to decide which set we were going to do for the giveaway this week, and so we asked for votes, and basically people were like, "I don't got time to votes," and I was like, "I understand," and I just rolled a die and picked the set at random, and then I rolled a die and picked the mini at random, and we got this. It's the Armored Dragon Cultist from Loot Studios. I think it was their November release. And this is all based around. Oh no, it was December release, and it's based around that same set that we had those two dragons from, that we gave away, and that Milagros won. And so we're going to go ahead and give this one away this week at the break. I haven't even got a chance to print them out yet because I was printing the last of Milagros' stuff out and I messed up my printer again. But it's a small fix, so I'll have it back up and running shortly. But we're going to be giving this away at the break. We will be giving you the keyword to put in at the beginning of our break. And then when we come back from break, we'll be doing the drawing for this mini. And then we will give it away to one lucky winner. Also, don't forget that if you follow us on TikTok, we're going to be giving away this incredible mini. This is a 4-story tall, 9-inch wide. I think it's almost 11 inches tall, And this is a wizard's tower that breaks down into individual pieces. It has a front door that opens and closes. In the roof, it has a trap door that opens and closes. We're going to be giving this away when we hit 1K on TikTok. So be sure to follow us there. You can find the links on our link tree. And finally, here on Twitch, if you follow us here, and all you have to do is follow us, no subscriptions necessary, you will be eligible to win this box set of D&D books. Now, this is the core box set, which has a player's guide, the monster's manual, the GMG screen, and that slipcase. And these are the foil covers. RJ, on our show on Wednesday nights, he actually had the physical books, and he got to show us what the foil covers look like. Extra super shiny. So you will not be able to confuse these books with anyone else at the game store. If you choose to open them and take them with you to the game store, you will be able to pretty much know whose books are whose. Ivy, you're back.
Yeah, I can't see anybody else, so just you.
Let me do something.
I don't see her.
Disconnect.
Yep.
I'm going to call you.
Yep.
Gotta wait for it to go away. All right. So, but we're gonna make that will all be given away as soon as we hit that. Oh, and last thing on the slipcase books there, we're also going to be giving that. No, ignore that, Ivy. That was an accident.
Oh, yeah, I kind of figured. Also, all I can see is still you.
Oh boy, can you hear anyone else? Everybody say some. Hi, say hi, Ivy.
Nope, can't hear
I
anybody.
don't even see
I
Ivy.
don't see her.
I don't even see her.
All right, let's try it again.
Joy.
Technical difficulties are
Here we
Features.
go again.
Hmm?
Here we go
Here we go
again.
again. It's the magicness of the technical features. Did Ivy disconnect yet? Yes, she did. Okay. Give that a moment to drop. Let me try calling her again.
I am reading the chat from
Still
last
just
session
you.
and I'm cackling.
Do
I
me a
am
favor.
cackling.
Ivy, go ahead and disconnect.
Yep.
And Sphinx, call Ivy. I love how she just started laughing. Hey, we're going to make this work. If we have to use a crowbar and duct tape, we're going to make this work. All right. So, but anyway, if giving away all these items is just something we do to help incentivize things, and one of the things we're trying to incentivize is our YouTube channel, which basically we need to get 100 followers in there so we can brand it, and we're going to give away that same D&D box set on our YouTube channel once we hit 100 subscribers on there. And subscribing on YouTube is just like following here on Twitch. It costs you absolutely nothing. You just go in there and you subscribe, and then once we hit 100 subscribers, we can brand our show with dinner and a game instead of the gobbledygook. Oh, thank you very much for following, monkeys. I don't even think monkeys ate it.
Monkeys ate it.
Monkeys ate it. Oh, got it. Oh, it's still showing Ivy
Oh,
disconnected.
it's just me now. That she's only seeing me. She says.
And I can't see or hear her.
No.
Okay. Tell Ivy to disconnect, and Milagros, call Ivy.
Okay. Ray says to disconnect, and Milagros is gonna call you now.
Oh, okay. What? Okay.
You know how to call? You've never called anyone on VC yet, have you?
I got it. I can click things.
You can. I have confidence in you.
Yeah, don't let
Okay.
me do it because I'm roasting.
It says IVB connecting for me.
78.
Sounds like it may just connect one person at a time.
Just says Ivy connecting, like permanently.
I don't see Ivy.
Yeah, it's timing out. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna try and connecting with her one more time. Technical issues are fun. Whee! So anyway, like I said, we'll be giving away all those items when we get that. Do you see anyone?
Just you.
Shit.
It says
All right.
she's offline.
Yeah, so let's do this. I'm going to put us on Be Right Back for just a moment, and I'm going to disconnect the entire call. Everyone drop out of VC, and I'm going to recall everyone again. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. This does not count as the break. We're not giving anything away. Be right back. Oh my god! And everyone's where they're supposed to be. Holy crap! We're gonna roll with this before something else happens. So, hi everybody. Hi, my amazing cast members. How are y'all doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Em, can you hear us?
Yes, I
Okay,
can.
good. I was scared because you got really quiet for a minute there. Speaking of Em, the
Hello.
hardest working woman in streaming. How have you been, Em? And where can people find you when you're not here on Dinner and Game on
Ah,
Tuesdays?
okay, so Thursday you can find me on turn page 394, where I am DMing a Star Wars 5e game bi-weekly. Friday you can find me on Vampiric Touch Entertainment Network, where I play Exalted. If I am not there, then you can find me during the weekend on the Figment Collective on YouTube, playing a Vampire the Masquerade Portland by night, so PDX by night. And then starting on the 28th of January, bi-weekly on Fridays on Spotify, we are dropping a Monster Heart podcast with some fantastic cast, which is going to be chaos incarnate. It's already going that way. And then, yeah, that's where mostly you can find me these days right now.
Yep, that's actually come down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
It has. Monday's kind of on hold right now, but yeah, it has gone down from like 11 games bi-weekly to about 9,
Yeah.
8 or 9.
So she works way too much, ladies and gentlemen. But if she wasn't amazing, everyone wouldn't want her on their shows. So thank you very much for joining us here tonight, Em. And who are you playing?
I am plating.
Plating.
I am plating Lady. I am playing Lady Rosaline. She is a she, who is having a lot of issues as of late.
What's wrong?
Fiance problems. Fiance problems.
Hey, relationships are hard. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Hey, my beautiful wife Jessica, how are you doing? The mistress of Dinner and a Game's social media, and tonight she is going to be joining us as she will on during this campaign and playing World of Darkness with us. Who are you playing tonight? You got to unmute first though, because that's funny.
Hearing me mouth shit.
I can hear you now. So
Excellent. I'm playing Sunny Danum.
And Sunny Danum is
Satyr Grump.
Satyr Grump. Dun dun dun.
Yes, Beyonce problems. That's totally what I heard. Beyonce problems. You know what, Rosaline? I say we take the bitch out.
Anyway.
I mean, I had one of her songs stuck in my head earlier, and it was driving me nuts. So I say we just take her out.
Oh my god.
Oh well. You know, we don't have any problems with Beyonce, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing will be done by any member of this stream that can be proven in a court of law. Hi, Ivy. I got Ivy wish she had
Hi.
spit in her mouth.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Ivy,
Cool.
how have you been?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Other than the fact that, you know, your camera wouldn't work, kept on getting dropped in the call.
It's fine.
And you're the tech master. So.
I'm also, sick on top of it, so it's fine. It's cool. It's all right. It's all right.
You don't have COVID though, right?
No.
Because we have because that would make one half of the cast.
If I had COVID, I'd still be in Canada. So
That's true. That's true. And you just got back from Canada too.
Unfortunately.
I know. But you had a good time, yes.
I had the best time.
Excellent. That's wonderful. I saw all the pictures. I'm really, really happy for you.
Thank you.
Speaking of doing things all over the place, where else do you appear in the grand scheme of streaming worlds?
Yeah, so when I'm not here, Monday I'm over at the Ice Cream Sandwich. I play Feral, my Circle of the Moon Druid. And then every other Friday, I play over on my own channel, where I'm actually not the player, but the DM.
Yep.
It's all female game. That's currently all I'm doing at the moment. 2020 is a new year, so we'll see what else I get up to.
Yep, and we'll and hopefully everything will go smoothly, and we will be able to. And this year, Dinner and a Game will be able to help participate in your charity stream that you run.
Yes. I
Or
love
you're
my
part of the
friends.
council that runs, should say.
Yeah, part of the committee. Yep.
Yeah.
I chair the committee
Yeah.
for Rolling for Charity.
Dun, dun, dun. And who are you playing tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm playing Vera Rhoda. She is my lovely La Sombra failed nun vampire who I love very much.
She is, you know,
A
just
mess.
a
She's fine.
bundle of sunshine and love.
Oh, she is. She's the nicest. She is the most
She
sweet.
doesn't carry a 15-pound gun around to bash people with.
No, she is not a literal anime nun. What? That's not right. No.
Well, thank you very much for being here tonight, even though you don't feel good.
Yeah.
I carry the gun for her.
No.
I'm strong.
She actually is incredibly strong. Jonathan,
Strong.
how have you been? Today?
Hello. I've been good.
Good, excellent. How are you feeling?
Good. Should I feel bad?
No, just making sure you're okay, checking in. You know, we always check in every single show. Jonathan was probably you were one of the first members of Dinner and a Game ever. He was with us when we were still streaming, or not streaming, but podcasting. And Jonathan is basically a Dinner and a Game OG. Jonathan, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Mark, and Mark is a werecat who also is effectively a kinfolk to the changelings. So he has like a partial presentation of a fairy spirit. And I am really looking forward to going to court for a lot of reasons, none of which could possibly go wrong.
Absolutely not. There will be no shenanigans. In fact, we will be starting this show with a very calm, peaceful evening.
Bullshit.
I guarantee it.
I would like to reassure M that even though I'm like currently double checking the different things I might want to learn before we go to fairy court, none of them could possibly make things problematic.
No.
Oh damn.
That sounds so honest. Wow.
Thank you for that sincere statement, Jonathan.
I will be happy, M, to tell you the combination I don't think I want to use anymore. Would you like to know the combination I no longer plan to use?
What?
The gift that magically would let me open doors, the one that would let me sense magical items, the one that let me go invisible as long as there's a little bit of shadows, combined with the one that would let me take something from somebody, and the moment I take it, they never remember they even owned it.
Oh my god!
So,
Although it would make me the perfect cat burglar, which is really in theme.
so, needless to say, Mark is going to be on his best behavior.
I mean,
Mark's
wouldn't it be
always
cool
on
if I was like,
here.
hey guys, how y'all doing? You're like, Mark, what is that huge sword in your back? And I'm like, oh, Caliburn? That's just my sword. I've always had it.
Oh boy!
Wow.
All right, so Milagros, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. My classes this week are virtual, which is nice to start because I'm still very tired, and that this means I don't have to run around. I haven't had to leave my room, and it was like 10 degrees in Boston today, so it's nice that I did not have to walk around campus. The streets where my campus are like wind tunnel streets, and it literally hurts to like, I felt like my eyebrows were gonna fall off because I went to get McDonald's earlier, and that was like 2 seconds. But next week after Martin Luther King Day, I will get to see human beings again, which will be nice. And it's my last semester of college,
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
just trying to graduate on time.
You can do it.
Yeah,
You
I'm really
do.
excited.
And Milagros, I saw that have you been posting more TikToks?
I haven't been posting more TikToks. I've been live streaming because I got a beautiful mechanical keyboard, and I know the keyboard ASMR is a thing.
Yep.
So I was like clacking away.
Yep. I heard that one last time.
Yeah, it's been fun. I definitely miss live streaming on TikTok and on Twitch, but TikTok's just easier because I just prop up my phone and start instead of making my laptop scream.
Listen to those cooling fans buzz.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
shriek like a jet about to take off.
Yeah.
And who are you going to be playing tonight?
I am going to be playing Pandora Sidereus, a Black Fury werewolf, who is just so extremely autistic. So taking her to a Fey court is a great idea. There's no way she's gonna completely fuck this up.
Oh,
No.
If she was just given a manual that she could refer to, it would be so much easier.
oh my God.
But
the
there's
poor
probably a rule
baby.
against that too.
No, the poor baby might get overly stimulated too.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Oh, for sure.
Poor
This is for
baby.
hell.
Considering
This is
going
for
to the
hell.
court has been compared to dropping 2 tabs of acid and going to a Pink
Ugh.
Floyd concert.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's totally not gonna fucking hate this.
Everything's
No.
fine.
Everything is
fine.
completely fine. She's not a murder
No.
machine about to have a meltdown. It's fine.
Makes the note, buy Pandora a set of noise canceling headphones before we
Please.
go.
Freaking Brisket's gonna pop up and he's just gonna have a horse tranquilizer in his hand.
Literally, like
Where,
this is gonna be a nightmare.
at
I'm
this
so
point,
excited.
at this point, I never know what Brisket's gonna have, and I like that. It's fine.
Well, he does have your Amex Black card, so there's that.
Yeah,
That's
He
true.
has my credit
Alright,
card.
yeah.
He has my credit card.
And finally, Sphinx. It is time to
Hello.
chill out and relax, sir. You had a rough day, but you are now here with us in the safety of your found family, where I am going to traumatize you.
Awesome. Yay, trauma.
And Sphinx, where can folks find you on the glorious interwebs?
Oh my goodness. So you can find me on TikTok. Screen name is Circle DM. You can find me streaming on today, Tuesdays, play here at Dinner and the Game playing Emerald Sanctums. On Wednesdays, which is tomorrow, here on Dinner and the Game playing Kingdoms of Mist, which is our 5e homebrew, which Milagros is also in, and it's fantastic. And we just fought hags and also a mimic, which
That was
that's a
so
whole-
stupid.
that was the whole thing.
I
The whole
love that so
thing.
much. That was so perfect.
Like, my character basically screaming the whole time, "Why did you touch it? Why would you touch it?"
It was that's just a classic. I just went classic, trope on that. I was like, okay, so we're done with the fight, and it was a hard fight. It was a long fight, and then what's the perfect thing to throw right as everyone's spell slots are all burned out and all the healing's gone?
Babies?
A tiny little mimic.
Which someone
they had to defend
headbutted.
the babies.
They punched. Just having Aeon punch the mimic with both hands and then headbutt
And then
the thing.
headbutt it.
And got all those appendages stuck.
Did you not learn? Did you not learn?
Oh.
Yeah, and then every other Fridays, I run my own D&D campaign, Agents of the Circle, which can be found at the ADH Adventures streaming channel, which also is a podcast that has been going for. We're on season 4 now of the podcast, which is this current season has now carried over to streaming. It's a lot of fun. We just recently gained a new member of the cast in Grim Songbird, which is amazing. I'm super excited to have them. And on the Fridays when I'm not doing that, I am playing Initiatives and Intrigue with Alex Baum on her channel. And that's this week, actually. This Friday, we'll be playing Initiatives and Intrigue, where I play Badru, a cleric bard. And then on Saturdays, back with ADH Adventures, playing Heroes Arc, which is run by Halfling Wizard, where I play Raziel, who is a necromancer. And quite soon, we're still kind of in pre-production-ish. I will be releasing another podcast with Meister Hypester and also Grim Songbird that we're tentatively calling Madness in the Myth, which is pretty much drunk history for mythology.
Love it.
Make sure you update that in your link tree. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
if you want to follow anyone on this show who has social media accounts and other such the items that they promote. All their link trees are now in chat. You may follow them there. And let us go ahead and get down to brass tacks.
I didn't
And
tell them who I'm playing yet.
oh God, I forgot. Yes, who are you playing
Mhm.
tonight?
Sorry, Space, you're playing nobody.
I'm no one and everyone. I am the wraith.
Redacted.
I am the wraith today.
Oh.
Dun, dun.
I am playing Emrys Malik Grant,
Oh,
who
Lord.
is a mage from the Order of Hermes, who owns a bookshop slash tea shop slash occult shop in the middle of Seattle. Think Harry Dresden, but a little bit more level headed.
Not as prone to making deals with demons and burning everything down.
And making things explode, yeah. Well, I don't know. I have made a couple of things explode, so.
I was about to say,
You did
no.
one shot that one guy.
Yeah.
Like,
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, burn that
like-
Nefandi out of existence.
yeah, no, literally, like.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you couldn't guess, we're playing World of Darkness, which is a game by White Wolf Publishing. Well, actually, just White Wolf now. But yes, it is a game, TTRPG. It uses the storyteller system, which is a bunch of D10s, and it is a point-buy system for character creation. And all these different characters actually come from, almost all these different characters, actually come from different aspects of the White Wolf world. Normally, vampires and fae and werewolves and mages don't get along together. But there was a book published called Outcasts, which basically details the rules for kind of intermingling everything together. So that's kind of what we're doing this campaign off of, as we have a very diverse troupe of people with I think every single type of fae except for the wraiths. Yeah, on the main books. The only one we don't have is Wraith, and that's because I hate that book. So we are going to go ahead and get started with the campaign because our incredible group of folks has gone through quite a bit, from fighting off a Nefandus mage who kidnapped Penny to fighting off a group of werewolves who kidnapped Penny, and to and to fighting a dragon who was turned out to be Penny's new friend, and basically rescuing Penny's new friend, who they found out is a creature called an abomination, which is
If you haven't noticed, there's a theme.
yeah. Which
Hey, our
hey,
husband,
you
can
you
pet me,
paid
please?
you paid for Penny. I figure I should make her worth her cost there.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Also, they had they M, who is a member of was a member of the Fey Court, and gave up all of her titles and holdings and that to leave the Fey Court, has just been called back to Fey Court. So they found out that the Penny's new friend is a creature called an abomination, which is what happens when any type of were creature is embraced by a vampire and somehow manages to survive that process. And they don't know if he's going to survive yet. He is currently actually in Vera's bedroom with Vera, and I don't. There's been some precautions taken, but you know, it should be interesting. Anyway, so when we last left off, you guys had kind of just finished a shopping montage as you guys were getting ready because you were going to be accompanying Rosaline as members of her entourage to go to the court of High King David, which is currently being held in San Francisco in the nation of or the kingdom of Pacifica, and the High King David is also was going. Originally, Rosaline had 7 days to prepare herself, but she just received a missive and told her she only has 5. And Rosalind has stated that she wants to get there at least a day early because she was called back because she may be put into a forced marriage that she got out of, and she wants to speak to her betrothed before the meeting to see what's going on. Now, you did get to speak to him a little bit on the phone. You got some details. You found out that the High King, who is the one who ordered you back, may be crazy.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, they're Fae, so.
Yeah, as the joke was last week, Rosaline basically did a you up kind of call. You up?
yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Being
Netflix and
terrified,
chill?
what are you doing? Living in fear, that's about it. All right, so that all took you most of the day because the shopping montage and everything like that.
Yep.
What are you guys doing as it's getting dark? Not yeah, it's not getting dark. The sun is getting low on the horizon, which means that at some point Vera is going to be waking up,
Yeah.
and that
I
means
remember all of us were going to the couch and quill because Emerus needed to set up the cage.
Yep.
Yep. So you guys head over to the couch and quill. Are you
Yes.
and Emerus? I'm assuming that you're going to use the circle.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So you're going to have Ivy help you.
Is
Oh, sorry,
Ivy awake?
not Ivy. Sorry. Penny.
I mean, Ivy's
Uh,
awake, but like.
Vera, I'm sure is not awake.
No.
Yeah, I'll have Penny help.
Okay. So what this will do is the target number for a spell of this difficulty, because a force cage is incredibly difficult to fashion by itself. The
Sure.
target number is going to be a 10, but because you have Penny helping you, that lowers the target number by 1, so it's a 9. And
Okay.
then because you're if you're going to use your magic circle as the place of the target as the focal focus for the cage, then
Mm-hmm.
that's going to make it go down by, I think your circle gives you 2 more,
Mm-hmm.
so that's going to be down to a 7. Um,
Okay.
Now the number of successes you get determines the overall strength of the force cage. So
Okay.
you can continue to use other things to lower the difficulty even further. And remember, before you put the force cage up, you have to put him in the circle because
Right.
there's not a door on a magical force cage.
Gotcha. I am going to enlist some help moving him to the circle. So I will walk over to Mark and like, hey, would you mind giving me a hand with the kid here? Uh, gonna try this force cage thing and see how well it works.
Right.
Got one shot, and I hope to take it.
I will pick him up and help move him. And then as we put him down in the circle, I'm sorry that I forgot to give him his pouch back. So I'm going to slide that onto him, and I'm just going to go ahead and pump a point of gnosis into it to activate it so he'll be comforted.
So when you go in there and you go to pick him up off the couch, it's something very weird. And I'm going to ask an invasive question.
Okay.
And I apologize for Emery's and Vera. Emery's and Vera, you're friends.
Yeah,
Have Emery's and Vera ever been more than friends?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
That
think
space? What do you think?
the idea might have crossed Emerson's mind, but Emerson was also like very very involved with Val, so it was like, eh.
I would say maybe
Also, the
like a
whole
very
drinking of the
passing,
blood thing.
kind of a turn off.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I would
That's
say
like
it may have been
basic.
it may have been
Well,
like
like a passive thought, but
it's
I
that
think the
whole concept
furthest
of what
that the
happens if.
relationship has gone is like snuggling. Like I fell asleep on you, I'm cuddling now. Like
Okay.
that's just how it
yeah,
is.
I was going to say, and it also brings up that whole concept of what happens what happens with the midnight snack situation.
Yeah, that's true. But
exactly.
no, I think the
But
furthest it's
okay, the
gone is
reason
like, oh, I fell asleep on you, I'm cuddling now. You
the
just have to
reason I
deal.
Like,
asked
oh,
that is I
okay.
wanted to see what Emery's familiarity would be with a vampire who was not active. Because I'm assuming that if there wasn't that type of relationship between Vera and Emery's, that Emery's would only enter Vera's room if there was an emergency. So he's probably never seen you when you're a corpse.
Day sleeping.
Yeah.
Basically, he may have once or twice. Like
Like
I don't think he did.
Emerson is definitely like the concerned best friend. Was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you
you good? You
good?
alright?
Yeah. Yeah. Just like this much, like in the door from you good?
Like, I've not like before. Our friendship. I'd never really seen a vampire when they day slept before, so it's like, oh, this is fascinating.
Yeah, yeah,
Making
yeah.
sure
Like,
they
so,
actually wake up and all that stuff. So
yeah, no, she probably would not. After a while, being comfortable with Everest wouldn't have minded so much.
Yeah, well, the big problem is, and this is the big problem with vampires when it comes to their their sleeping habits.
Yep.
You literally have to make a willpower roll at difficulty 10 to wake up during
Ah.
daylight hours.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, you have
Dead.
no concept of what's going on around you at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Legit.
so one of the ways
She if Emerus is like, hey, like you look dead when you're asleep, she'd be like, yeah, and that would probably be it. She would not care if Emerus checked in on her or anything like that.
Yeah.
Another reason I asked that is because I was looking to see like if Emery's had ever like gone in there and like moved her hand or anything like that or checked her pulse or anything.
Probably just like out of curiosity.
She
No,
would consent to
really
that.
dead.
She'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Like I know it's weird, so go for it.
But yeah, so the big thing about it is when you go in there with Mark, she is sitting up in a chair. She's propped herself on a chair before he went to sleep, and she's like sitting facing the couch that Mark is laid out on, or Eric is laid out on. I'm sorry. And Eric is just laying there, and he's kind of he's draped over the couch in some weird position with his shirt off.
No, I put his clothes back on
Oh
him.
yeah, you put his clothes back on.
I put his own personal clothes out of his closet on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the stuff he had basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a closet.
No, but I brought stuff
Oh
from
yeah,
his
you brought a
closet
change
back
of
with
clothes
me.
for him. That's right.
I brought a couple changes of clothes. I wanted to have something comfortable.
Yep. So you
So
basically
way more respectful than me.
So he's laying on the couch, and you go to pick him up, and when you go to pick him up, he is like stiff as a board. Like his legs don't bend, his back doesn't, his body doesn't bend at the hips.
That's called rigor mortis.
Ray,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go with 2 fingers under him at 2 points of contact, and I'm gonna move him that way on my side.
Okay.
Like,
I have the strength to do.
Are we playing light as a feather, stiff as a board now? Is that what's happening?
I think he is.
I am. I don't know about what you're doing.
So, but yeah, he doesn't. He's completely rigid.
Okay.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah. So, but he's other than that, it looks just like Vera when she's asleep. There's no muscle twitches, no signs of life, no pulse. He's dead. He's cold. He's room temperature basically. So you guys carry him into the other room. You lay him down in the circle. So were you going to do anything else for the rolls?
I am going to spend a couple of willpower to give myself a couple of successes just in case. Because, that could be helpful. So I'm spending 2 willpower there. And how am I making an arete roll?
Yes.
All right. So that is 6. 6. My target number is now down to 8, you said? 7. Okay. All right.
Willpower, right? Oh, for
Yeah. I spent 2 willpower. So here we go. Okay, that is 3 successes. 1 8 and 2 9s.
Plus the 2 you already had.
Plus the 2 I already had, yeah.
So that is going to be a total of 5 successes. So what that is going to mean is if he does anything inside the force trades and tries to force his way out of it, he is going to need strength checks against 5 successes to even attempt to break through the force cage. And then if he does that, then each time he beats that TN, he's going to actually go ahead and have another roll to do it again, but it's going to remove a success that you had. So he can do it, but it's still going to take him a while. And the base TN for him to beat, and it's going to be, and the general TN for him to actually do that is going to be combat, so it's going to be a 6.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just giving you an idea of how the mechanics work for the force cage. So in other words, he can't knock it out with one hit, but he can knock it out if he's really determined and put some power into it, so he can basically take it down eventually.
Gotcha.
So you lay him down in the circle, and you enact the force cage. For a brief moment, there's a shimmering lines of power. Oh wait, why don't you describe how the force cage comes up?
So yeah, the runes around the circle will kind of start to light up and glow, and there's this it's kind of like an almost like silverish glow, as it starts off kind of looking like a bubble, almost as it rises up and kind of meets in the middle. But then the lines, like where the bubble meets itself, lines will kind of begin to appear and fall into the runes in kind of a what's the in a very like geometric shape, almost like a gemstone that's going into the floor, and they'll kind of shimmer for a while and then they'll fade. There's this kind of a low hum in the room that signifies that the force cage is there and it's active. It is just invisible to the eye.
And everyone gets that. Everyone who's nearby gets that whole hair standing up in the back of the neck sensation of energy crackling in the room without being able to see or feel anything. And well, except for Rosaline, I think you can actually see it, can't you? Or do you have to enact that to be able to see it? That thing where you can see magic being used or something like that?
When I double check my shit.
Double check the shit, yo. But in the meantime, the cage is basically in place. You can feel it. You know how many successes you got and what that means for the strength of the cage. I mean, you probably would have liked more, but
oh yeah,
it's
always
still decent. And so you lay him down, and it's probably another maybe 45 minutes to half an hour before the sun officially goes over the edge of the sky, and all good vampires wake up for their day. Vera, how deep of a sleeper are you?
I would say when she's in a safe space like this, a pretty deep sleeper, just because this is where she feels safest.
And so basically, that means you probably don't get up like right at the crack of when the sun goes down.
No, probably not. Not at least not here. She's like, I can sleep in some.
All right. So as you're sitting there and you're looking around your room, it's very. Oh, by the way, Rosalind, did you find out what the power was?
Tip, 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 tip. Tip, tip, tip.
Yes.
Did you find out what the power was?
No, I can't find it.
That's okay. You mentioned it last time. I just wanted to give you a chance to use your special powers. That's okay. But anyway, Vera, so you're kind of in the dark in your room. Your vampiric nature makes you aware that the sun has gone down enough for you to safely leave. There's no direct sunlight, but it's that cusp of day where there's still that red hue on the edge of the sky. As a vampire, you have an unnatural sense of the sun's movements. You know when it's gone down, and you know when it's coming up. So at this point, you can feel its presence fading. Are you laying there with your eyes closed, or do you like turn on a light? Or
she was sitting like this.
Yeah. Or sitting with your eyes closed.
So she'll probably kind of like slowly blink and let her eyelids adjust, and I'm like, realize that the individual is not sitting on the couch. I was gonna say, how long have I, like, between the time that you left with him and the time she's waking up, how much time has passed?
About 45 minutes.
Okay, great. So it's been a little while. So she's just kind of like, okay, all right. I don't hear her screaming. It's very quiet. And she's gonna get up and wander into the living room.
Okay. So you get up, you wander out. You see right away, because it's a straight shot down the hallway from where all the bedrooms are in the basement. You see right away that there's a group of people in the kitchen/workroom area where and they're laying on the ground is Eric's body, and it's inside Emery's circle, his conjuring circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wander that way.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Pandora, where are you through all this?
You already know where I am.
You're in your chair upstairs.
That's right. That's fucking right.
In Mark's chair, or did you get the new chair?
In
No.
my chair. You got the painting of it. You don't need it anymore.
The painting is not enough.
And besides, you were helping Emery, so I'm in my chair trying to see if there's like any way for me to find out how the fuck fake court works. Because there's got to be rules, and I'm not gonna know any
You
of
could be
them.
grilling Rosaline.
I honestly,
Or
if
Sunny.
if either of them would be okay with that, yes.
You're muted, baby.
Sure. You're muted.
So Pandora, Sunny, and Rosaline. Rosaline, I guess you're probably
Sorry.
you and Sunny are kind of like trying to give Pandora the crash course.
Yes.
on-
Yes.
on, you know,
Yeah.
Yep.
how not to get turned into a footstool.
Don't answer any question in the affirmative.
Oh my god.
Don't say
So don't answer any question in the negative.
don't say thank
Stay
you.
as neutral as humanly possible.
Do not say
Being-
thank you. That
Yeah.
means you owe them a favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't accept any gifts from them
No.
unless it's from me or Sunny.
Yeah.
But am I allowed to say no?
You're
To
allowed to say no.
Just
Is
don't
there
say
a
thank you.
certain
Don't say no
way?
thank you.
Oh my
Don't
god.
say thank you. Do not say thank you.
Is there
Don't
a
say
cer-
thank you.
Or how about this? We'll get you a set of noise canceling headphones and you don't have to hear anything at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't break the rules?
No.
Why
No.
the fuck didn't we start with that?
Buried the lead. Buried the lead.
So, so that's what you guys are doing upstairs. Downstairs, Emery's Penny's kind of standing by the circle, and she's looking down at Eric, and she's like, "Why is he so stiff? Is Vera like that when she's?" And Vera, you're walking down the hallway right about this time. Is Vera like that when she sleeps?
Yeah, for the most part.
He's like, oh, hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Wait,
Oh.
if you're up,
Hey, V.
why is it? he
I
up?
don't know. Also, good morning. Kind of like waved at first. I don't know why he's not up yet. I mean, I'm stiff. I don't know if I'm like, how stiff is he? Like,
Like one of his knees was kind of like a little bit propped up, just from laying on a couch, and you know what I mean. And so the knee is still in that position, laying on his back on the floor. And
Like
his
Rick and
shoulders-
Mortis stiff.
Yeah, his shoulders were kind of rolled up because he was like laying with his head on the arm of the chair, and his head and shoulders are still in that pose.
right, I'm stiff. I don't think I'm that stiff.
Yeah, there's definitely
That's a little,
you're a bit more limber when you're asleep.
yeah, like not like rigor mortis like this appears to be. Is he dead? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something.
That's what we're trying to figure out now too. If he's dead, or if this is part of the whatever process he has to go through to become whatever it is he's supposed to become. I wouldn't try walking into the circle. I put up a force cage. So.
I wasn't planning on it, at least not at the moment. Maybe later, but not right now.
So, Mark, what are you doing as they're having this discussion?
I'm pacing around the circle.
You're pacing around a circle? It's like staring at him?
Yeah, like just waiting for something to happen, trying to figure out what exactly is going on.
He's just laying there.
Did you take the splinter out of his chest?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
No, I'm just making sure.
You took it out?
Yeah, I took it out when I was putting the clothes on him.
Oh, so he's not staked.
No.
I thought he was staked.
No,
No.
he took the.
Yeah, he took it off when we got to the shop, and while Emery's was calling, was it Tati? Tati?
Yeah, call him my tati.
I got the stake on me in case I need to use it again.
Got it. All right, so he's laying there, and his body is, like I said, it's totally rigid. And as he's laying there, you see his skin, which was still kind of had like tones, flesh tones to it. his skin suddenly just goes like pale. And when his skin goes pale, you see his kind of head and shoulders kind of slump back down onto the ground, and his head kind of rests down on the stone circle. And as he does that, his eyes just kind of start opening up. And as his eyes open, he opens his mouth and he screams.
Oh!
And it's an incredibly long, wailing scream that sounds like someone who's just being torn apart. And all of a sudden his body his back just arches to the point where he literally has his heels down on one end of the circle, the top of his head is on the other end of the circle, and his body is an arc as his hands are flailing out to the sides. And as he's reaching his hands out to the sides, his hands touch the edges of the circle, and there are sparks. And his hands jerk back, and you see his fingertips are smoking where they touch the circle. And as he sits there, he slams back down on the ground. He curls up onto himself, like into the fetal position, and he looks around. And he looks up at you, Emery's, and he looks at you, and his eyes you just see it. The pupils of his eyes fully fucking dilate out.
Okay.
And
well,
he
force cage works.
himself at the force cage, or at you. He slams into the force cage. It doesn't do any. He's not attacking the force cage directly, but he slams into the force cage. He kind of collapses on the ground. He jumps up back to his feet, and he's in like a crouch, and he is sitting there with his mouth hanging open, and you see his hands on the ground. His fingers are all splayed out, and you see as he does this, claws begin to extend out of his fingertips. His fangs grow longer and more pronounced. His face begins to push forward, and it looks like a very reptilian, scaly features begin coming over it.
Oh shit!
Just out of curiosity, did anybody get him some food? Like, just curious. Do we have any of that? That might be what he's trying to do right now.
I don't know that anyone thought about food.
Cool.
If he's changed, I don't think he can eat any more, unless
I don't know. Maybe the wear part of him.
Ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
And he basically sits there, and he's crouched on the ground, and he's looking around, and you can. He just he's got patches of scaly skin, and he's put on an incredible amount of muscle mass. It looks like he may have grown at least a foot in height, but it's really hard because he's crouching so low. And you can see, because he's spinning around a lot, you can see that there is pretty much what looks to be some kind of tail that has burst through the back of his pants.
Oh, that's enough of that.
Oh yeah, and his rear legs have gotten shorter.
That's lovely. What was his name? Derek?
Eric.
And I'm
Eric.
assuming when the screaming starts that Pandora, Rosaline, and Sunny are coming downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna, ignore it.
Oh no, I was
no.
already. Yeah, I would have been like, okay, that's enough of that.
no, Rosalind's ignoring it. She has other mental crises going on.
Wow.
Stay with Pandora.
Not touching that.
Yeah, Pandora, you hang out here. I'm gonna go help Emery with that. Sounds like his cage
okay.
worked a little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go offer him something to eat.
Yeah, go,
Okay.
go do that. Go do that. Now, Pandora,
Okay.
do not insult anybody Do not take any
Oscar!
food that isn't from Sunny or I.
Define insult.
It could be as simple as I don't like your shoes.
See, that's what I mean. Okay, so just don't be honest.
No,
Don't
be honest. Be honest, but don't be a dick.
Okay. It seems like I should just not talk to anyone.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't take any food or drink that isn't from Sunny or I.
Okay.
All right. So, Sonny, you're coming downstairs. What are the rest of you doing while you're downstairs with Eric?
As this is happening, I'll kind of lean over towards Penny, and I'll have like a cup of tea in my hand. Like, you weren't planning on dating this guy, were you?
Penny was like, I just met him a couple of days ago. She says,
I mean, a lot can happen in a couple days. I mean, clearly.
A lot has happened in a couple of days. What are you talking about? And
I mean,
says, she goes, do you have any idea how to fix him?
I don't know that he can be fixed outside of a stake to the heart, some fire, and perhaps a decapitation. I have not encountered a hybrid before, so this is a first for me too.
Is it a hybrid though? The hybrid indicates like reading. He's just
No.
Okay, ladies and germs. Number 1, Emery. Badass cage.
Thank you.
Rock on. Penny, you didn't tap that, right?
I
I'm
think
just
we
making
established
sure-
that. I think we established that that was a no.
A lot can happen.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I'm not Faye.
Oh!
Um,
No, you did not.
Oh, I am gonna like fall 1 foot, like one hand on the ground, laughing as I was making my way to the refrigerator. And I'm just gonna turn and look at all of them, and then get back up and keep going to the refrigerator.
Penny isn't there anymore. You don't see her.
What?
You don't see Penny anymore
Why don't I see Penny anymore?
because I waved her at her ass in the other room. Okay,
You what?
Sunny,
so
bring her back, please.
she's in her room. She's fine. Have you fed him yet?
No, among the things that we've done to secure him, feeding him was not among the things that we thought of.
you should have done better.
He's
I'm-
just just think of him
I'm
like
kinda-
this. He's a
Kind of trying
kid.
to take care of that right now as I'm
Yeah.
dumping a gallon of milk in the sink.
You dumping a gallon of milk in the sink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you putting milk into the sink? That's
That's my milk.
not, you just went and took my milk
Anything but
without
the
asking,
milk.
and just right in the sink.
And then
Right
I'm
in the
gonna
sink.
walk over near Vera and be like, can we go to the other room so that we don't do this in front of him? I don't want him flipping out.
I give him my wrist.
You can't.
Oh yeah,
Fourth cage between you and him.
yeah. Could you do
There's no
something about that?
I feel
Um,
like that's not a very good idea.
It's not. He's
Yeah.
already tried to attack. He already tried to lunge at the cage once, and his
Oh, he did?
face caught the business end of the cage. So
Nice
It's-
job, dude.
it's
Rock on.
I try and do good work.
Yeah, and you did. You did a wonderful job. But I need to be able to get to him.
I feel
We-
like offering him your wrist is not the best idea.
Yeah.
Just as
Yeah.
somebody who does drink blood, maybe no.
Yeah. Look,
Just-
we've
I'm gonna
got. If you
shake
go
the
into
jug
the
again.
fridge-
Oh,
if
what's
you
that?
go into the
I-
freezer,
Jug.
if you go into my
I'm taking
freezer,
care of this problem. If you
Okay, okay.
just-
Mark, I'm coming. God.
So, as Mark and Vera walk out of the room, you guys hear, that low guttural noise that gators make? That deep rumbling thing?
Hmm.
You suddenly hear that from behind you in the cage.
Feed the boy.
oh crap! And I'll turn around and take a look and see what he has done now.
As you turn around and look back, there is a freaking. The circle is like 8 feet across. There is a creature that is crouched in the force dome, the force cage. Even though the force cage is basically 8 feet tall, it is crouched forward and it is bent in half. Its shoulders have smoke coming off of them as they're brushing on the edges of the dome. It is covered in thick green scales across its shoulders and back and head. It has the head of what looks to be an alligator. It has arms that are just, everything about it is just corded muscle. Its back legs are much shorter than they were, but they're still powerful looking. And curled around its feet and in front of it, and basically almost right back around behind it, is a giant and insanely powerful looking tail.
Right.
And it is looking at you all.
You might have needed to make a bigger cage.
It is looking at you all, and it just as you guys turn around, Emery, as you just see it, it kind of just like lowers its head very low. And then it just like raises its shoulders up to the top of the force cage. You see smoke coming off its shoulders, and you just see its legs tense as it begins just using raw force to push on the force cage.
I was going, hey, Eric.
I'm
Be
gonna
cool.
make a
Be
strength
cool.
check for him.
Be cool.
Grimoire Thirst, who would you like to lend a hand to?
Hopefully not Eric.
Please not, Eric.
Right, please.
Or
not
really
Eric.
funny Eric.
Sphinx, you got it. You have a lend a hand on the next roll that you make.
Woo.
All right, let me get Eric's roll real quick. So he's got a strength check.
Oh. You want me to call my boy?
Which
Boss?
boy? Are you
Greg.
talking about Greg?
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt.
Sphinx, you
Yeah?
feel, because you control the force cage, you and Penny do,
Mhm.
you feel overwhelming power. And without even any, I mean, it's obviously he's putting effort into it,
Mm-hmm.
but he basically pops the first bands of the force cage like they're nothing.
Shit. Okay, look,
Greg?
Eric. We need you to calm down. We know things are confusing right now, and you're adapting to whatever this new situation is.
Oh,
But we need you to stay calm and try to remember who you are.
Are you walking towards him as you do this?
I am not.
Okay. Penny's like, looks at you and looks at him and says, "Okay, so I know I'm not supposed to do it, but can I do it?"
Do the thing. Do the thing, Benny.
She's like, "It's gotta be quick and dirty."
Okay.
And so Penny begins to, she puts her hands together in front of her, and almost like she's praying, and she just closes her eyes in concentration, and then she whips her right hand out and she opens her eyes, and as she opens her eyes, you see that there is like the whites of her eyes are actually glowing an iridescent blue, and as she reaches out her hand, the thing in the circle tenses. Let me see what her roll is going to be.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And she will spend 2 willpower, and she will spend 1 quintessence because she's terrified. And bang.
I imagine so.
Oh shoot! Thank God. She even with she didn't get any ones, luckily, but she only got 2 successes. So that's 4 successes total. As she reaches out, you see her reaches out her hand. You see the creature tenses, and then it kind of like just like its body goes rigid. It tenses out so much that it slams into the force cage again.
Oh hell.
But as it does so, and Penny reaches the mind, you see that it just sits up for, it just like goes rigid for a couple of seconds, and then it kind of just collapses into a heap. And then by the time it collapses down, by the time its body's fully hit the ground, it's Eric again.
Okay, that
He's
was
all his clothes are torn apart.
a whole thing.
Looking good, Eric. How you feeling?
I will put a hand on Penny's back. Thank you. I'm pretty sure you just saved us all.
Penny says, all I could do is knock him out. I don't know how long he's going to be down. Mark, how long is he going to be down?
Is she just shouting? Because I'm in the other room.
As me and Mark are in the other room.
Oh shit, that's right. Never mind. If she doesn't see you there, she's not going to try and ask you. So yeah. So what are you guys doing in the other room?
Yeah, Mark, what are we doing in the other room?
Oh, boy.
I did a bite like somewhere in here, preferably just one on the vein and the other one in the muscle. Can you do that?
I mean, yeah, I can do that. Are you sure you want me to do that? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I do it myself, but you can like lick this closed when we're done, and that's a lot better than what I can do.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Yeah. So when she gets one hole in the vein, I'm just gonna like put it on top of the milk jug and let myself regenerate slowly, but try to focus on just the blood as I'm gushing blood into the milk jug.
Right.
That's not quite what I thought he was going to do with that, but okay.
That's exactly what I thought was happening.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The blood. How much blood are you gonna attempt to do this with?
Am I able to focus on regenerating just the blood and not the skin tissue at the moment, or?
No. Your regeneration is not a focus tool. It is just a general regeneration. But she did do ag, so you can't regenerate it. It has to heal.
Oh,
naturally.
perfect. So, but I mean,
Her teeth do aggravated damage.
That's
cool.
true.
But the blood loss I can regenerate, correct?
Relatively speaking, if it's a massive amount of blood, you're gonna pass out.
3
Okay.
points.
You're gonna put pressure on the wound.
Well, I mean, it's ag. Do I have to really put pressure on the wound?
It's ag. You still have to put pressure on the wound to
If
get it to
you
stop bleeding.
want it to stop
Oh
bleeding.
no! When I want to stop bleeding, I'm just gonna let her lick it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because that heals it.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. That's why I didn't like rip it open with my own claw.
Yeah, that's why I was like, here, bite my arm. You know, like friends do.
Like friends.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah.
We got weird friends, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know you guys were that close.
I am gonna like awkwardly
Well, now
smell
you
the blood
know.
after
Don't be
it's
jealous,
done. Like,
Emrys, it's
I'm just
okay.
curious what it smells like, and I'm gonna ask Vera like, I mean, it smells good, right? Like it's like decent stuff.
Oh wait,
Uh,
shit! I forgot. Vera, make me
Yeah.
a willpower roll.
That's what I was waiting for.
You're hungry, aren't you?
A little bit. Yeah. How many? Let's see. Where's my thingy? I remember how to play games.
It is your total dots and willpower, and the
One.
TN for a hunger roll, I do believe, is the base. How many blood points are you down from your total?
That's a good question, actually. Oops. I need to stop trying to open things. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I think.
I for my own personal note, I want to keep track of how long it seems to take before I feel like better from regenerating the blood loss. Like,
Okay.
I know in the future, like, did it take me a few minutes? Did it take me like an hour? Like, how long did it take?
Gotcha.
And also, I think Vera would know that in the fridge there should be like a little mini container full of like Capri Suns.
They're blood pouches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because Emrys would have accounted for something like that possibly being needed.
Well,
Currently-
she crashes at your place a lot, so I'm assuming you're also contending for when you're not there to allow
is
her
true.
to.
Exactly.
Currently, in my blood pool, looks like I have 10.
10, and so
Yeah.
your total is 15, so you're down 5 blood pools.
I'm down
so
5.
1/3 your blood pool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Self-control roll will be. Yeah, you have self-control on your sheet, right?
Self-control.
No, I don't.
It's a
So I
virtue.
don't-
It's
Virtues.
under
What's your
the stuff on the
virtues?
far right.
She's a Sabbat, I forgot. Her
Oh,
virtues
never
are
mind.
different.
Another Sombra. Yeah. With the what am I rolling for? Is that
Virtues.
moral instincts?
Moral instincts and what?
What is it? Callousness? Is that the other one?
Callousness? So it's going to be instincts.
Instincts. Okay, so I have 4 dots in instincts.
Okay, so you're going to roll that. Your TN is going to be a 7.
So I just need to roll 4d6. Yes.
Mhm.
No, 40.
Or 4d10. I mean, not 6. Jesus.
Yeah.
4d10.
I don't think you can succeed on 46.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I could try. It'd be pretty impressive if I did.
TN7, 46. How many successes did you get?
Hey, your puppy.
Okay, I
Give his dog
got
a kiss.
a 6, an 8, a 9, and a
A
9.
good puppy.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
You did. All right, so
Oh, I know what that's like.
You really, even though you feel the pangs of hunger, and even though Mark's blood smells exceptionally potent, like whereas whenever you get close to whenever you're actually able to get close to Sunny and Rosaline, when you sniff their blood, you get memories of like cinnamon and spices and stuff like that. But when you get near Mark's blood makes you feel like literally like it's electric.
Oh my.
So drink him and then bang someone else. It's gonna be good.
So
Thank you, Sphinx. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you basically, but you are able to withstand that hunger. It's not as powerful, and you have no problems controlling yourself.
Okay, there you go. Like after I've like bit him and stuff, there you go. Do what you got to do now. I'm gonna stand a little bit back until you need me to look
Are you
at
still
that.
in your basically your labro form, Mark? You still maintain?
Yeah,
it all the time?
I pretty much stay there.
Yeah. So number 1, you're regenerating at your rate you do as a shifter, and number 2, you're much bigger than you were, so your blood pool is a little bit larger.
Oh, well, then 3 is not a big deal, is it?
No, you don't even feel lightheaded. But
Oh, well,
anything more than 3 would probably be more than a milk jug can handle.
well, I mean, I'll do 3 in the milk jug, and then if she looked like she was hungry, I'd be like, I mean, you can have a little bit, just don't like go crazy.
You can only take 3 in a turn, so.
I feel like I should not at the moment. Thank you. I do appreciate it though.
I'm just gonna shrug, like, all right, whatever.
I'm
gonna smell the milk jug again. Like, is something wrong with my blood? As I'm walking back in the other room.
You feel rejected.
By the way, Mark, I forgot to tell you this, and I should have mentioned it. Since the temple, every time Vera's around, you feel very.
There's a reason why I was offering her my blood.
Yeah, you feel very much more like you associate yourself more with Vera, and you're much more inclined to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
When you come of a certain age, young man, and you meet somebody that's right.
So get me those headphones right now. Absolutely not.
I've known what's been coming down since that moment. Like, I was making sure she was safe. I made sure the thing that was a threat to her got safe. Like, I've been going out of my way to make sure that like I've laid the groundwork for what I know is coming in.
Of course, Vera, you know that Mark is basically one step towards being blood bonded to you.
Yeah.
as anyone who consumes your blood would be.
Yeah.
And the blood bond is no small thing. Like, I doubt you would have given either Penny or Sphinx your blood on any regular basis at all, unless you wanted to. The blood bond is a bond that is beyond love.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
No, it's not.
It's not healthy at all.
That's why she's like, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh yeah, and people who are getting to that position, they want more of your blood.
Yeah.
Not to the point.
All right, I'm gonna bring the jug back over to Emrys, and I'll be like, here you go.
And my milk. I'm gonna have to go buy more milk now.
Oh no, your poor milk.
We had bags in the fridge.
Right, but also
You didn't have to do this.
Did you just? What was up with the milk? Why are you so? Was it special milk? I'm confused. Like,
No, it was fresh milk.
Cookies.
I bought it. I bought cookies. Yeah,
okay.
I like. It's a treat for me.
Okay, I will get more milk for you later then.
You didn't empty the bottle.
One of us will get you more milk. Somebody will get you more milk.
I'm gonna walk over to the refrigerator.
I
and
understand
on the
that it's
little
very
like
stressful.
board, I'm gonna write milk on the grocery to-do list, and then
I
put the cap
understand.
back on the pen, like right next to it.
I understand today is very stressful. We will get you more milk for your cookies for later, so you can relax. Okay?
And then I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
write
Ryan.
cookies below it smaller, and I'm just gonna start eating some of the cookies.
We will. You know what? I'm just gonna pat Emrys. It's okay.
And if Emrys makes that face, I'm gonna be like, "You just said you can't eat them without the milk," and I'm just gonna eat
Absolute
some
menace.
cookies.
I mean,
So,
bigger things to deal with. Bigger things to deal with.
You have the jug of milk. Or jug of milk. You have the milk jug. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm going to put it at the edge of the forced cage. Is there a way that I can just open just like a piece of the forced cage so that I can slide the milk in and then snap it shut again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Penny made the force cage. You can control its diameters. You can control
Cool.
everything. You can even do something horrible like shrink it down.
I will not do that right now, but I will go ahead and like open up a gap in the force cage, large enough to where I can just like push the jug into it, like get it as close to him as I dare do it. Take my hand out and snap the force cage shut again.
Don't be messy.
Oh, you know what would be really cool? You should redesign the circle with other circles on the outside, so you can bend things around the circles.
We'll get on that.
That's actually a good idea.
So you slide the blood into the force cage. I'm assuming you're trying to get it as close to him as possible.
Absolutely.
When you slide it in, after just a few moments, you just hear someone just like sniffing.
Oh.
And then he kind of like pulls himself up, and he just like, for the most part, he fucking pounces on the milk jug.
That's a yummy milk jug, isn't
And he
it?
puts it to his lips, and he begins just like swallowing down the blood. And as he does so, he kind of sits there, and as it disappears in moments. And then he drops the milk jug, and he's kind of sitting there, and there's like a little bit of blood running down his chin, and he kind of is like just shaking a little bit.
How you feeling?
Eric, before you open your eyes, you should just know the world's going to look a little bit different. It's going to be brighter in some places, darker in some others. There's like a mythological creature standing in the room now.
What?
Armor. That's probably not normal.
Well, that doesn't sound right.
So as he kind of like
I am a satyr.
He's kneeling. Yeah, but he can't see or see me unless he's enchanted.
He just drank Fey enchanted blood, so he
Oh
could.
shit! I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's why I'm warning. That's why I'm warning him.
Oh shit! It's Fey blood too.
Fey
Uh-huh.
blood.
You know what? Why not add some Fey blood into our abomination?
Yeah.
Like, why not? Like, sometimes you just gotta
that's
add.
Why don't we take the
Baby.
nuclear bomb and get it high?
Look, sometimes you
Yeah,
gotta
the
add
poor
some spice
baby.
to the mix. Like,
I feel so bad for him. He's
It's a
tripping
mix.
balls.
Well, maybe
right now.
when he explodes, it'll be an
Wait.
explosion of flowers.
When you said their blood was like cinnamon, I thought you were gonna say my blood smelled like a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon?
No, it's Fireball.
No.
It's Fireball with E.
Fireball. It's okay. So yeah, he kind of like sits back down, puts his butt back down on his heels, kind of kneeling down there, and he kind of just like he opens his eyes, and as he opens his eyes, he looks around, and he like reaches up, and you see him. He's running his hand along where the inside of the force dome is, and he looks at it and he says, "It's beautiful."
Thank you.
He kind of runs it down, and he looks down at the ground in front, where the circle's inscribed, and he says, he looks at it and he says, "I can see that.
Cause he got high. Cause he got
I
high.
can see that.
Cause he got
It connects
high.
to this, and I
Oh
can see where it connects to you too." And he points to Emery's and Penny. And he
Yeah.
kind of looks around. He looks over at Sunny, and he kind of starts chuckling, and he says, "It's a goat lady."
no! Oh
Satyr.
Okay, satyr goat lady.
My name is Sunny.
And then he turns and sees Vera, and he says, "Oh, that's sad."
The fuck?
cool.
no!
That's
Can't-
awesome.
Vera,
Thank you.
it's very
Appreciate
quiet downstairs. Do you think they're
I'll
dead?
put an arm around Vera and like kind of half hug her.
that. I'm not sad.
You're dead. Sad.
You're right. Absolutely tragic.
But you know,
who's gonna tell him?
You can look at the bright side of being dead too. It's not all like negative.
You're right. Like, yeah, there are pros to being dead. Like breathing. I don't have to do that. Yeah. hmm
Oh.
But she can if she wants to. She could do it. It's just she doesn't have to.
I just don't want to. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't age anymore.
No,
She's gonna look that way forever.
Okay, so she's not gonna get all zombie-y?
No.
Oh,
Wait, you're not, no, you're not right.
No.
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 So Pandora and Rosalind.
Yeah.
It has been quiet for a while.
Okay. I think they're dead. Should we go check and see
So
if they're
they're
dead?
I feel like if they were dead, there would be more. I feel like they wouldn't die quiet. So I think they're
I
fine.
didn't. So you're right.
But we should check. We should check.
Yeah,
anyway.
we should go check. They're both downstairs.
And so as he turns, he looks looks at you, Mark, for the first time, like directly on, and he kind of looks at you, and his eyes get really big, and he kind of like, and then he looks down, and he looks up at you again. And he says, "I feel like you're judging me."
He is.
He
I
does
mean,
that to
Captain.
everyone.
Yeah, that's just how he is.
I kind of left judgment to Gaia. She's the one that decided that like this is what's gonna happen.
What's a Gaia?
Oh, she's the Earth Mother. She's really important.
Oh.
Yeah, you're connected to her. Like you get power from her, but
Were
now
in
you
any
also.
religions class?
I think I had to take a couple religion classes. I'm not really sure because I didn't pay attention to the classes that were boring in school.
You sound just like the professor.
He talked about Gaia?
Well, he talks about shamanism, which is kind of close.
Oh, that's way
Everything
boring
has a
compared to
spirit,
this.
Everything has an animus.
Oh yeah, do you want to see spirit animals? We can do that too. I got tons of them back at my place.
I don't know if that's quite the right thing he needs right now.
So,
I'm gonna do spirit speak, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, any spirit animals around? Like, let's come out and
I'm going
play."
to summon spirit
Pandora?
animals in my home.
You're coming downstairs and you hear Mark saying, you're downstairs and you're making your way back into Sphinx's private quarters. And as you
Yeah.
open the door, you hear Mark saying, "Hey, spirit animals, come out to play."
Well, that's actually in spirit speech.
Oh wait, sorry. No.
That's good.
No, but no.
You
What
hear him
in
saying
the
stuff and
world?
then you understand.
What in the world is going on? Why? Just looks at what's wrong.
And
He's just high.
He's high right now. We got him high.
like,
Why
looks
is
down
he
and he's like-
high?
And he kind of like
better than
touches
low?
his chin, and he's like, "Is this blood?"
No.
And then he kind of just like does this. He puts all his fingers in his mouth and he starts sucking on them. And he has this ecstatic look on his face. And then he has this look of terror on his face. And he rips his hands out of his mouth and goes, "What the
Hi.
fuck is going
Calm,
on?"
calm, calm, calm,
Oh, no,
calm,
Okay.
calm.
Why am I so hungry?
Well, that's because he just
Wait, you're
woke up.
still hungry?
He's kind of
Yeah.
he's kind of gone through a lot. Like I'm really surprised that he's hungry.
He's a newborn. What do you want from him?
He's
That's a
like,
good point.
Newborn.
really weird. And he's like, he kind of looks at you,
Yeah.
Mark, and he says, "I can see things. I can see the veins in your neck."
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hey.
tap Embers on the shoulder and be like, "I knew it. I knew the blood wasn't bad."
I never. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. You can't eat Mark. Sorry.
He kind of looks at you. He kind of looks past you, Mark, and he looks at Vera, and he says, "I can smell you."
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He says, "You have blood in your stomach, but it's not normal." He draws a deep breath in, and he says, "It's powerful." And he looks at the Sphinx,
Okay.
and he draws another deep breath in. He says, "Your blood is powerful too. Not as much. There's not as much there."
Gee, thanks.
No,
Wait. Whose blood is the best?
She does.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. That's
I look
He draws
sad.
another deep breath in. He says, he turns his head. He says, "Goat lady, you smell like candy."
Oh my
God.
fucking god.
He's like, "Where are the
Hey.
flowers?" And he kind of spins around on his heels, and he sees Pandora, and he kind of looks up and he's like, "Oh,
What?
you smell like anger."
Yeah, no shit. Stop sniffing everyone. What the fuck?
He says, "But it's really good."
Ugh. Nope, I'm going back upstairs. Nope. I don't want to be sniffed by a teenager. That's fucking weird.
I'll be right back, and I'm
No,
gonna
it's
go
fucking
into
weird.
the kitchen.
As you're standing, as Pandora kind of walks around you to go back upstairs, he's like, "Oh, the flowers."
Oh.
He says, and he looks at you and he says, and he just stands there.
No.
As I pass
No.
Rose, I'm gonna notice what's happening. It's like just stand there. I think it keeps him calm. Just stand there. And I'm gonna go to the
Oh my
fridge
God.
and grab a few bags of blood from out of the compartment in the fridge and bring them out.
Okay.
Yep.
Like it's not gonna be the same, but if you're still hungry,
He doesn't
And
even
if you-
move. He's still staring at Rosalind.
And if you snap at him, I'm gonna hurt you. Just so you know.
He's
I'm-
overwhelmed because he's seen her as she really is.
Yeah, he's seeing her
yeah.
all the way. He has nothing to filter it out.
So I'm going to like very gently like open up a small hole in the fourth cage, quickly push like the 5 bags of blood that I took out
Oh, Jesus,
into
5.
the thing. He said he was hungry,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like quickly shut it and then back away from the fourth cage.
He hasn't moved.
You may want to move now. Yeah.
No, Rosalie's like, honey,
As he's
there's
staring
food
at
for
you,
you in there.
Rosaline,
Yes.
you see Fangs slowly start to slide down.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Oh my
Honey.
Maybe tell him about the bags.
That's what I'm doing. Honey, sweetheart, there's food for you right there by your feet.
He kind of looks at you, Rosaline, and he says, I can't.
Can you dim that, girl? Come on.
She can't. She has absolutely no control over it.
Bro.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, maybe.
Go
He kind of
upstairs.
like slides his feet
Yeah.
up underneath him, and he stands up, and he begins walking towards Rosaline.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Don't do that.
So his forehead hits the edge of the force dome,
Yep, that's why.
and you see it scorch him.
Oh boy.
And as it does so, he kind of like his head kind of rings back a little bit, but his eyes never close. His eyes don't break eye contact with you, and he just sits there, kind of like, and you see the burn patch on his forehead, but you see it almost instantly heal.
Okay, I should go upstairs.
Yeah. You should
Probably
go.
a good idea. Probably a
should
good
go.
idea.
You should go. I'm
That's-
gonna.
Go.
What?
You can't.
That's scary.
Go.
She can. I'm
can.
gonna take a step
She's
between.
here and you're there.
Right. I'm gonna step between him and Rosaline.
He kind of like he moves to one side, moves to the other side, and then his face kind of clouds over, and he says,
Go.
"There's not. You can't. I can't not see you."
Right. I'm gonna.
Rosaline is going up the stairs.
Officer, it's
Rosaline
this
goes to go
one.
up the stairs. You see, he goes once again into that huge hulking, not the giant form, but the humanoid form. Pop out of his hands.
Rosaline, get back down here.
Come back.
She runs backstairs. Okay.
He kind of like he was like crouching down, but when Rosalind comes back downstairs, he kind of just goes from crouching down to just kind of like kneeling down again, but he's still in that shape.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
We really need you to eat. There's food on the floor right there for
By
you
your
to
feet.
eat.
Can't eat her or anybody here. You can eat those.
But you can eat that.
You
Oh,
see, kind of
Rosalind.
like
Why don't you tell him you would like him to eat? Ask him nicely.
Mhm.
Say it would make you happy.
Or just
I assume you're talking to Rosaline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worth a try.
Eric, there's food by your feet. Can you please eat that?
He kind of like
Please.
he doesn't even look away from you. He kind of just like reaches, because remember he's kneeling now, so he kind of just reaches down his hand and he grabs this and he brings it up and he sniffs it and he goes, "It's dead."
Yeah, it is better.
But it works.
It's not. And
It's not the same.
you,
Is he staring at Rosalind or me when he says that?
Rosalind.
I'm gonna like angrily walk over and get
You get ready to
She
walk
just-
over and what?
get more cookies.
Get more cookies.
You could at least ask. You could at least ask.
She just
You know
looks
he's
at
not going
Emery's. She looks at Emery's. Okay. I don't know much about vampires, but I think I
Raises
might.
the bag of blood to his lips, and he just like inserts fangs, and he's grimacing, but you can see he's like sucking the blood out of the bag, and it like is gone in a heart.
What was the first taste of blood that he had?
Mark.
He drank Mark's blood.
He begins picking up another bag. He's still staring at you, and weirdly enough, he's been staring at you for like a good 3-4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's blinked once.
Okay.
Prolonged eye
Uh-oh.
contact.
No, prolonged eye contact,
In
prolonged eye
his,
contact.
in this larger form he has, when he blinks, there's a nictating membrane that goes across his eye.
Oh boy. She's just like, okay. So he had Fey blood. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Well, and werewolf will wear cat blood, but shifter blood, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's fairly high right now.
Yeah, I don't know this, but it's common Fey knowledge. Or blood can be very addictive.
That's mainly why vampires eat you on sight, almost.
Yeah, so you guys, in the simplest of terms, and I'm gonna swear again, fucked up.
Depends on how you look at it.
Mark?
Sunny wanted to walk in the force cage and offer herself up like a Happy Meal. I at least heal and regenerate, so like I'm not even feeling bad right now, and I filled up the whole milk jug.
Okay, I am supposed to be focusing on a meeting that I'm having in a couple days.
Wait, what meeting? I've been asleep the whole time.
We're going to a party. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have such a great time. Wait, is she going, or is it not supposed to say anything?
She can't go. She can't go.
She can't.
No, she has to go.
She cannot go, or all of us will be executed on site.
I feel okay.
Why?
I feel like I missed something. And with that, Vera's gonna walk into her bedroom, go get her phone, and then come back and just scroll through the text.
Okay. So,
Start scrolling through text.
I'm being summoned to court. Apparently, there's a lot of volatile things going in court. The High King is kind of gone a little bit nuts, for what I've been told.
Mm.
And basically, he's kind of falling more along the Unsele side compared to the Sele side.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So Unsele
So wouldn't he
is
actually
more
like
binary.
weird, odd, obscure, like darker
Dark
things?
Fae.
Mab is going to be there too, probably, and I do not want to piss her off.
Mab, as in Mab, the Queen of Air and Darkness. Mab, the
Yeah.
most evil of all the Fae. Mab.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that to her face.
If the
Nope.
Fae had a
Nope.
Satan, it'd be Mab.
Yeah, but don't say that to her face.
No.
Oh, never.
Don't imply
Never.
that to her face.
Right, cool.
No.
Thank you. I
but-
feel caught up now. Text messages were not really helpful, but okay.
Yeah,
Kind of looking at the group chat like.
there's already been executions with cold iron recently. That's
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. Okay, great. So,
Oh,
like,
what about the friend that you met up with? You've got to tell her about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have the meeting with her in 3 days. Then my betrothed is going to be here the day after. And then we got to go to San Francisco.
I thought you were going to meet your betrothed in San Francisco.
Yeah, we got to go to San Francisco. Meet my betrothed the day before we go to court.
Are you gonna talk to your wraith friend and tell them no?
Wait, so they are what?
I mean, it sounds like they're a wraith. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I gotta figure out exactly what's going on with that because they wanted to make a deal and that was the whole thing.
I've been asleep for like a day. Like I'm
Also,
But it was a full moon.
okay.
You've
Also-
missed a bunch.
Also, Starbucks sucks.
well, yeah. That's why we drink coffee here and get.
We
Tea
or
and
drink
coffee.
coffee at my shop, but here's the
I
thing:
mean, yeah,
they
you're
wanted
right,
to,
like-
they wanted to be in a neutral place, and then their bodyguard looked like a man that was a cloud with all his muscles with no neck, and he sounded like a high pitched whistle.
Hi, I'm a bodyguard.
I've been asleep for like a day. You know what? Okay. All right. Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I
but-
feel caught up now. Thank you.
I feel like caught up and I don't want to be.
If I think of further questions, I will ask. So yeah, I'm guessing everyone else is going with you. Yes.
No.
Cool.
Wait, what do you mean no? Who's not going?
I think she said yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, you can go to San Francisco too, but you just can't go to court.
I don't think they'd want me there. It'd be funny as all hell. Like I think it'd be funny.
I
But
totally want you to go as my date, but
like
Rosaline said no.
Apparently,
Right.
they'd kill us all.
Okay,
They-
I don't want them to do that. So
Pretty terrible.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty terrible. Okay. All right. Good to know. Anyways, we can finish dealing with this issue. I just felt like I needed to be caught up a little bit.
He's watching Eric as she was talking.
Eric hasn't taken his eyes off of you.
Oh my god.
Also, that's
He's
kind of
consumed
freaking me
all 5
out.
bags.
This is
Oh
so
boy.
good.
Just
Are
too
you
good
still
to be
hungry
true.
or no?
Yes.
I feel like he's gonna try to eat you if you ask him that.
See, what's even more terrifying, even in like the form everybody sees her in, she still has those violet eyes, even in both form, even in the natural state and
Yeah. Your
what
seeming
everybody
it's part of your slip seeming that makes you.
Well,
over the
that's
top.
part. She has the changeling eye flaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna like whisper over to Rosalind. Can you like disenchant him so he doesn't see you as you are in this way?
He kind of turns. Looks like he's like, I don't want to not see her in this way.
Oh, well, it'll eventually wear off regardless.
How do I
That's
make
true.
it stay?
You don't.
You can't. It's like a one-time thing. It never happens again.
Then I want to die.
Wait, what?
I think that's not a
Right.
good
Just
idea, Eric.
Motherfucker
Just
wants
like out of
to you.
curiosity, like okay, out of curiosity, well, if it, like you were already dead, then what? Just out of curiosity, for no reason whatsoever.
Then if I'll never see her like this again, then I know I'm in hell.
What? Oh no, not again.
So, Eric, I've got a serious question for you, and please be as honest with me as you can in this moment. Do you want to eat our friend, or do you just want to look at her?
And or other things.
No.
He says,
The and or other things we didn't really need that, but
we kind of
it,
did.
it can be part of the question.
Also,
It's
Vera,
fine.
Pandora is so upset that she actually responded verbally to
I know.
something.
Like, she had like a little head. Wait.
What the
She's like, we'll
fuck?
focus on that later. Hold up. But she did like a little double, like, oh shit.
Progress.
so he's looking at you, Rosaline, and he's just like looking at you, and he says, "Did you want me to eat you?"
No. No.
Ray, where's Penny?
Huh? Penny's
Where's-
kind of like sitting against the counter in the kitchen area, looking out at this, and she's just like, her eyes are huge, and she's just like, this is nuts.
I'm gonna walk
Yep.
over to the refrigerator, take the grocery list off of the refrigerator, with the pen, and I'm gonna write on the little dry erase like thing. I'm gonna be like, "Can you just make him forget everything that's happened in the last like 20 minutes?" Question mark.
Oh my god.
No. I would prefer that you don't.
She just writes, maybe. She says, he
Try,
looks at
question
you and
mark?
says, I am still hungry.
I'm not food.
I think you are.
I am not.
I think you all are.
I look at Vera. It's like, I'm going to owe you some more juice boxes, and I'm gonna walk into the kitchen and grab the rest of the juice boxes.
Oh,
That's
the Capri
fine.
Suns. The
The
Capri
Capri
Suns.
After the Capri Suns.
It's fine. I can get more snacks later myself too. So
I've-
we'll figure
But I like to have some in stock for you.
And
just
I
I
in
would
case.
just like
I'll
to
call
say
my
for the
friend
record,
and
I would like to say for the record, I will let her eat me if it means you can get rid of those and get him to stop being like this.
Hi.
how about you not let her eat you? And I'm just gonna give these to our
If she
friend
gets
Eric
hungry
here.
and she needs a snack and those are gone, she can eat me. This needs to fucking stop.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer. I can also go get other snacks. Like I
Eric
promise.
draws in breath again, inhales deeply, and he doesn't look at you, Pandora,
Oh, for
but
fuck's
he
sake.
just says, "Don't worry, I'll eat you."
Okay, you also cannot eat her. Like
On my fucking life, I'd like to see you fucking try.
We are all
I'd like
up
to see you fucking try.
Dora, calm down.
Can I go
Calm down.
upstairs? Can I go upstairs?
Because he'll implode if you do.
You hear that? You see the front of his throat swell up, and you hear that deep bass guttural alligator call again. That deep rumble, and it ends in the word "no."
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to check
Oh,
your place
you
there.
are not the boss of me. Excuse
On
me.
my fucking life.
Penny.
What?
I hate to ask, but if you would like to do the thing again, none of us would be opposed right about now.
Oh no, because Rosalie's about ready to cast some really
Period.
heavy stuff.
Penny's like, I can just knock him out again, but if anything wakes him up, he's just waking him up. I mean, I don't know. When I touched his mind earlier, it was like touching the mind of an animal, a starving, scared animal.
I need to go upstairs. I need to make a phone call. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah,
And he
maybe.
says, all I can do is knock him out.
Do it.
All I can do is try and knock him out.
Do it.
She says, but I'm starting to run low on juice.
I know.
Do your best. If you can't, you can't, and I will give him
That's not how it works. If I can't, something might happen.
Okay.
Do y'all
Okay,
have anything
don't-
to like? I don't know how vampire life works. Stake
Are you
him.
talking about staking him?
I'm just gonna look at my jacket pocket, but not actually pull it out.
I'm just like.
Penny reaches out her hand again. Once again, her eyes go the whites of her eyes do that glowing blue thing. She reaches out her hand again, and this time she's extending her arm longer, and you see she's actually struggling. But finally, he just like his eyes just and Rosalind, you can see this because he's staring at you. His eyes just roll up in his head, and he kind of like just slumps down backwards.
Okay, I'm going upstairs.
And he turns back into Eric.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going back upstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Penny,
good plan.
Did you knock
Penny,
him
go
out,
get-
or did you erase stuff?
She says, I can't get deeper into his head when he's like that. Especially when he was looking at Rosalind. I had to fight through the wall.
I do not know.
Conscious. Can you dig in there and erase stuff now?
Huh? I could probably get in there now. I don't know.
Go get something to eat really quick first. You said you're out of juice. Just replenish something.
I need dross or quintessence.
What do I need to do to give her some of mine?
You can transfer dross from that item you have that stores it.
Oh yeah.
She can take I think it has 3 dross in it.
Mm-hmm.
So she could actually take the dross from that item, because if she takes dross out of any other magic item, she basically destroys it. She disenchants it. But that item is designed to hold dross, so it's kind of like it's easier to draw dross from, and it's designed for that purpose, so it doesn't hurt the item to do so.
Okay, I will just look at take from here.
So he goes. She kind of takes it. What was the thing again? I forgot what it was.
It was a necklace that she gave me, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And she kind of looks at that and she's like, "This was your present."
I know, but you need it. You need what's inside it more than I do right now.
She kind of looks at you and she says, "I'll try."
Okay.
She says, "You want me to take what out of his mind? Specifically, I need to know what." If I take all the memories, then he's gonna be right back to where he was.
Take the memory of M
Rosaline.
or Rosaline
Rosaline.
I was
from him.
afraid you were gonna say that.
Is what will happen if we do that?
Okay, so it's like trauma. And I'm sorry. Did you go upstairs or are you still down there?
She is starting to head up the stairs.
Okay. She kind of like says, she catches Rosalind as she's leaving, and she kind of like this, like, she has this almost a sad look on her face, and she says, "It's Rosalind is so absolutely and completely perfect that looking at her is like a religious experience. And nothing else exists if you let yourself. There is nothing else."
Oh boy.
And he was not in a state of mind to have any resistance to any of that. When you situations like that, that leaves permanent damage. That's trauma. I'm going to have to withdraw that, but I don't have it in me to heal the trauma.
Yeah, get him
I can
therapy.
heal
He'll
the
be fine.
trauma and leave the memory, and we can see how he deals with it. Or I can take the memory but leave the trauma.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
I mean, I could maybe
Get
do
him
more
therapy.
later on, but in one go, I couldn't do both.
Okay. Do what you can now, and we'll see what we can heal later.
She kind of looks at you, Rosalind, and she says, "I'm sorry.
Hmm.
It's not your fault."
No. Do what you need to.
And she kind of looks around and she says, "Okay, for this, I'm going to need to actually be able to touch him."
Okay. Right. And does anyone have a stake, just in case?
I
Or
can make
something
one.
that can be used as a stake?
I'm just gonna like slowly pull one out of the jacket pocket,
Have you had that the whole time?
Okay.
and then like pull the post-it note off and put that back into their pocket.
Wait, have you had that this entire time? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, because he's a menace.
You mean like tonight? Yeah.
But okay, what about outside of tonight? What is the longevity of the stake in your pocket? Just out
He's
of
not
curiosity.
answering that, is he?
Man, right, I'm torn right now between not wanting to admit that I broke their broom to make it, and then having to say that I had it longer, because neither of them sounds great right now.
This is not great for you. This is not a great
Yeah,
moment for you.
yeah.
You better make up your mind.
Let's hold off on that. Let's do what we need to do now.
I'm
We'll
just
address
curious
the
if like
question.
they've been like attempting to stake me in the past. That's all. I'm just a little curious if that was the thing.
Have you tried
Oh,
to stake?
no,
have you
I've-
tried to stake my friend?
I've never tried to stake you. If I
Okay,
tried to
great.
stake you, you would have been staked. Like, no, never.
What were you saying,
I'm
Rosalind?
gonna go head upstairs because if he sees me and loses his shit, I will be the first one he goes after. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
upstairs and be
Penny's
ready to go at the top of the stairs.
Penny's
Okay.
like, down. She kind of looks over at Mark and says, "You're gonna kill him?
This doesn't kill him.
How do you know?"
Just kill him a little. It's like
I've
anesthesia.
staked
kill.
a
Like,
vampire.
You kill him a little.
It's like just a small.
It just
kill.
like makes them stay where they're at. Like
It's like anesthesia.
like you know.
Yeah.
You just kill him a little.
Like just kill him just a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, it's like anesthesia. I'm gonna drive a wooden piece through your freaking heart, and you're gonna take a nap.
Yeah, they put a needle
Yeah.
in you and you take a nap. You just kill him a little, gently. You kill him gently.
Sometimes you just gotta
She
kill him
looks at
gently with a
Vera,
stake.
It's not going to kill him.
It
Kill him a
shouldn't.
little.
Is it
I
going
mean,
to hurt?
other.
Yeah, we gotta hurt him a little.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit.
So he doesn't eat
It
everyone.
actually hurts like getting stabbed in the heart.
He'll live.
He
He's
doesn't
dragon.
know
He'll
that.
live.
It's like, yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit.
Who doesn't get stabbed in the heart every once in a while? He'll be fine.
Look, sometimes you gotta get stabbed in the heart. Like,
I only have one concern right now.
Hmm.
So we just watched him heal from the force cage while he was in his human form,
yeah.
and that's not normal
No.
because you don't normally heal in the form you're born in, and he was clearly born a human. So my concern is if I jab him with a stake, he's just gonna regenerate it back out of his body.
So are you saying we need a bigger stake? That way it just goes all the way through.
Okay, wait. So you know those like railroad spikes? What if we
Like,
just
railroad
like
spikes in the heart. Like, it's
just
fine. Like,
start
Kid Mori can
fucking-
do it. She's
Oh,
strong.
wait! I have a solution.
crucifixion?
No, but the solution might kill him, so that's maybe not a good solution.
Well,
No killing him.
That's not a solution.
Penny
That's why
actually
he
gets
said-
quiet for a minute. There's no way to fix him.
We don't know.
No, I asked Gaia to basically be with him and make the decision on whether he'd become this or she'd peacefully like let him die so he didn't become this. And this is what she chose.
So we do be here. As for fixing him, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know either.
I don't
Good,
even
we can
know.
find out.
I don't even know if fixing him, quote unquote, would bring back the original. Like, that's not. It'd be like undoing a death.
She kind of looks at Sphinx.
I mean,
Memories.
necromancers do that, but
Well, yeah, but this is a little bit.
it has been done, but we're still uncertain as to exactly what
She
he
raises an eyebrow.
is.
She's done it.
You really want to get her involved? More involved than she already has to be?
Do you think he wants to be this?
No, I don't.
I don't even know if he knows what he was. Or is.
It's very likely that he did not.
So.
I'll call her.
If it'll keep him safe and from hurting other people, then we can try it. He says, I just know that anything I do to him is going to be temporary. That's,
Right.
You know, except for like permanently removing memories from his mind.
Yeah,
Or permanently scrambling his mind.
or kill him.
right.
Everything else I do is temporary. You know, knocking him out, anything like that.
Okay. Give me a moment, and I'm gonna pull out my phone,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make the call.
Okay. So the phone rings for a bit, and then it picks up and he says, twice?
Yeah. Hi, Tati.
Hydrate.
You're welcome.
I've been talking a lot.
Mhm.
So
count-
wait. Milagros, did you just hydrate with raviolis?
No, it's a peach cup.
Okay.
No.
Syrup?
I would though. I would. I didn't get ravioli cans this time.
Oh, okay.
I might hydrate with soup next time. Just soup right out of the can.
Good soup.
All
Alright, sorry, Fleet. Go ahead.
So I will say so. Remember that situation that I asked you about earlier regarding the hybrid?
Yes.
So there's been a development.
You didn't call the council, did you?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And I explained everything that's happened up to now.
And she kind of looks at you and she says, oh, she didn't look at you. She kind of stops for a second. There's quiet in the line. Then she says, he talks
Yes.
so he can think.
Yes. I mean, his thinking is a little bit impaired at the moment, thanks to Fey blood, but there's thinking.
Sorry, we got him zooted.
So she says, in that case, there's hope because he has a mind left.
Yeah.
We would need a long time to see what's been done. I can tell you from what I know and what I've seen and what I picked up that when someone is made into one of those things, the spirit is cracked into hundreds and hundreds of pieces.
Oh boy.
And as time goes on, it wears those pieces away. Starting with the ones on the edge, and then getting deeper and deeper, until finally there's nothing left. Nothing left but the hunger and the want to live.
And
He's
I would like to have her on speakerphone for this.
She says he's only just gone over, but I guarantee you, whatever he was is irrevocably broken.
And as she says that, I'll look at Penny and kind of like very apologetically.
We can try and think of something to do. And she kind of says, but even your protege with her skills, I have seen masters of the mind sphere who could not, and masters of the spirit sphere, I should say, who could not stitch this soul back together. There's a reason I warned you off, your friend. That damage will always make him a threat. They're not people anymore. They're things that should not exist. They are outside the natural order.
No wonder they wanted to use him.
He would be a conduit of great, great energy. And the fact that he is a blending of those things, he would be an amplifier. He would take any energy you could feed into him and make it I will use one from the papers I saw. He'd be cold fusion for magic.
Bloody hell.
But they'd have to find a way to contain him.
Yeah, based on what we were able to do, I mean, that's going to be difficult even for the most skilled, I think.
I don't think that your little cage is going to hold him if he actually wants to leave.
No, I would agree.
I would suggest you go get more blood. I have some things to arrange. I will try and be there by dawn.
Thank you, Tati. We will,
Try not to lose him one way or the other. We need to have this decided by then.
absolutely.
And I do mean one way or the other. There will be no. There will be no. It's a binary decision.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
If you want to involve him in it, that's up to you. But I know that one of the greatest things that is created when these things are made is a will to live.
Right.
Which is the ultimate irony.
Right. Okay, we'll. I've got some blood that I use for that I have on hold for Vera, and hopefully that will tide him over until he can get here.
Hopefully it will. I have things I have to prepare.
We will prepare for your coming.
And so she hangs up.
And I will put the phone away, and I'll look at Penny. Well, you heard her.
Penny looks at Vera. I don't see you that way, by the way.
I don't see her that way either.
I appreciate that.
And Penny says, she did say there's hope. She didn't say there was a lot.
Sometimes a little is all you need, but we also have to be prepared for the possibility that things could go the other way. I need you to be prepared for that.
She says, I don't think anyone is prepared for that.
No. As prepared as you can be. Or ready to accept the possibility of things not going the way we want them to.
I will do my absolute best.
I know you will.
She kind of looks at you. She says, we have to do something about him, though. He could wake up any minute.
Too much of.
Yeah.
Too much. What were we saying, Mark?
I don't want to be too much of a downer, but last time, Penny, you were talking about like all the really odd occurrences have been happening simultaneously, and I just kind of want to sort of circle back there for a second, because an exceptionally powerful Nefandi who's been contained for a long time started running amok this month, wreaking havoc in y'all's mage world. Rosalind's been called back to court by the High King of the Fey world this month, wreaking havoc in that part of the world. That's an abomination that shouldn't exist and should have died, and it exists between the worlds of werewolves and vampires, and that's about to wreak havoc with the concept of what should be possible in those two worlds, and that happened today. So we're dealing with 3 major events, and that's not even including like the ritual that was happening down there, which also happened this month and was an overlapping of multiple worlds. And I mean, just possibly if we step back for a second, maybe he's supposed to exist, because like I was being completely legit when I said I left it up to Gaia. He should be dead. He should 100% be dead. I don't think he's supposed to exist. I mean, werewolves are usually cursed with this kind of stuff. Sorry, Pandora. But the rest of us are usually blessed enough to just die outright when this kind of thing happens. And he's not a wolf. He's another shifter, and he's alive. And I have never heard of like an abomination Bastet. And those things are rare too, but I've never heard of anything other than a werewolf being an abomination.
Penny says, I don't have any ideas. I just know that I don't think any of this was his choice.
No.
And whatever we can do to help him, we should.
I'm not having a problem with helping him, but like, I think we're skirting a very weird line here with the options you've been given.
Well, we're most certainly over our heads. That's for damn sure. Unless you know someone who has more experience with these matters.
I mean, who's really going to have experience with these matters? And I'm going to like turn over to Pandora. Do you have a really good connection in your community for somebody who might like really know this stuff?
I'm here with you, bestie. I don't know. like full out of character. I got no fucking idea, bro. Like.
So for some in-character knowledge that you would have, because you had a limited experience with it, but there is a you're in Arun, which is the auspice of the warriors.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 auspices. There's the Aruns, which are the warriors. There are the Galliards, which are like the bard poets. There is the Philodox, which is like the judges. There's the Theroges, which are the spiritualists, and then there's the Ragabashes, which are the jesters or the clowns. So those go from like full moon all the way down to no moon. And so the Theroges are the ones who are the most in line with the spiritual nature of the werewolf community, and they do the most with like the werewolf style magic rituals and magics. There's several Theroges in the Black Furies and in the packs that are around here. You don't know of any super powerful ones, but I mean, if you wanted to reach out, you could at least start somewhere.
Okay.
And Vera, there are 2 clans of vampires that specialize in ancient knowledge. One of them's scary as all fuck. No, both of them are scary as all fuck.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like you're gonna say the Tremere?
One of them's Tremere.
But
they are the magical
better not be
practitioners.
normal.
They are the magical practitioners of vampiric society without a doubt, bar none. But there is another clan of vampires that is just steeped. 2 clans of vampires that are steeped in knowledge, but one clan of vampires that is specifically steeped in the knowledge of magics, the occult, and history. And that is the Shamise.
oh, the body sculptor, the body flesh people. No.
Now, did we ever determine whether you're a Sabbat aligned with the Cam or a Sabbat aligned with
we haven't actually talked
Lasombra
about
aligned with the Cam or Lasombra aligned with the Sabbat?
We actually haven't really talked about it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever actually decided. There's a couple of things we need to figure out.
The Shamise are solidly Sabbat. There's very few of them who go rogue and like join the Camarilla or go Anarch. In fact, the ones who do are usually hunted down by the other Shamise and killed. Because the Shamise and the Lasombra founded the Sabbat. And Shamise are just fucking creepy.
They really are. They really are.
Now, the other kind of vampires I was going to say that is specific to gaining knowledge is the Nosferatu. But
They're babies. I love them.
but the Nosferatu, number one, the Nosferatu they're big at getting knowledge. But the biggest problem the Nosferatu has is it always comes at a price.
Mm-hmm. And they're cam-aligned.
They're all over the place. You can never tell with an individual Nos whether Cam, Anarch, or Sabbat, because they might be all three.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of the other things is the Nosferatu they conceal everything.
Obfuscate.
Vampire opportunists.
Oh yeah, and their specialty is literally lying to all your senses.
Yeah.
So, but those are channels that you can look at to get information. But actually, let's do something real quick. It's actually on 9:50, so let's take a 10-minute break, and so we can do the little contest. So let me do the contest thingy. We went way longer than we normally do, and I'm really sorry, everybody. But we're having a good time. So let's go ahead, and there it is. So there is a message in the chat, and use the I changed the word because I figured out how. So you type to enter the contest. You type in !mini MINI into the chat. If you type that in, you will be entered to win, and we will be giving away the mini to one winner when we come back from break in 10 minutes. That starts now and will end when we get back from break, and I say the contest is over. So if you guys want a chance to win the mini that you see right here, which is the Armored Dragon Cultist, I'm going to 3D print it. It does look as good as that picture does. I have an HD printer. They print out just like that. They look identical to that, and they're gorgeous. So if you want a chance to win this mini, type in !mini in chat, and you will be entered to win. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We will be back at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Thank you all very much. to get our brains together and find out why we're not going into the military. So that is all we have to say about that. So let's go ahead and we've got a couple of people who signed up. I know it's still kind of close to the holidays, so it's kind of a lot of people are still not on their schedules yet. So let's go ahead and close the drawing. Is anyone else going to type in !mini?
I've won enough minis. I would like to receive my
I
minis.
have enough. I have like 2. I'm done. No more.
We're doing this every week, so
Yeah.
yeah. Tell your friends who are not, that they want to get free minis. Come here. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and close this down. There we go, and we're going to pick a winner. And if it's Jessica, I'm going to pick another winner.
The hell?
76.
Hey.
You still get the mini, baby. You get it. All right, Crippower 76. Thank you so much for being a part of the show and watching the show. I'm going to reach out to you on here in your messages and get your information. And I'll give you an estimate when I'm going to get that printed out and sent. Right now, like I said, I gotta fix one of my printers because the FEP went off. Well, that's never mind. I gotta fix one of my printers. So thank you so much, and you are the winner, Cripwalker 76, and we hope that you enjoy your mini when you get it, and be sure to send us pics if you paint it, and if not, just send us pics that you got it. All right.
Woo-woo.
Woo-hoo. All right, so back to you.
Back to trauma.
Back to trauma.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, stop! I just got that audio out of my head. How?
Not anymore.
Now,
If I have to
Rosalind's
suffer with it in my
upstairs.
head, so do all of you.
No. I already know what Rosalind's doing. She's upstairs trying to figure out how to unlock her phone
Oh my god.
again.
Oh my god.
She's gonna call Alfred even though he's off.
Oh, she's not calling Alfred.
So, do me a favor. Make me a... What the hell role would that be?
Technology?
Is there a technology skill?
There is a
Social
technology
sheet.
skill.
It might not be on her sheet, though. The Fae,
Oh, maybe
Hold
not.
the Fae kind of get robbed on that one.
Right.
Actually,
Sure.
it's computers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll use that. We'll use that. So, give me a intelligence plus computers roll.
Oh, yes, just 3 dice. Perfect. What's the difficulty?
The difficulty, considering how often you forget this and have been shown it millions of times, the difficulty is an 8.
Wow.
Oh, hello. 2 successes.
Holy shit!
Yay.
You remember how to go. And you remember how to access your contacts.
Yeah, she is gonna text Finn. Like,
Okay.
my life has gotten upside down after I called you. Bullshit has happened. And she's wording it, bullshit.
Yeah.
He's bad luck.
And you get a text back almost immediately, and he says, it says, it's gotten worse, question mark.
She texts, you know how people can't help but stare at me sometimes?
And he says, absolutely.
Yeah, think about that, but they think you're a meal at the exact same time.
Are you hanging out with vampires?
Yes and no.
It's like, what else wants to eat us? Don't tell me more things want to eat us.
Woo.
Do you want the I lie to you answer, or do you want the truth?
There's like a good long pause before the text comes back, and he's like, let's just table that. Are you in trouble? Do you need help?
I'm not sure yet.
Bruh.
Maybe. She puts maybe, and then she just puts an alligator and a vampire emoji.
Oh god.
All you get back is WTF.
What does that mean?
Oh god, I forgot. says, and he just gets back, never mind.
Oh my fucking god.
Do you need help? Question mark.
Maybe, and then she accidentally sends a peach. Peach emoji.
Oh no.
She can reply back, I absolutely know you do not need help with that. That's perfectly fine.
My god.
Wow.
Do you need me to come up there now?
Probably if things go south.
He says, it sounds like south would be north of your current position. I'll be there in an hour.
Okay. She's just gonna text the group chat like, hey, help is on the way in about an hour.
So downstairs, Penny says, so for right now, this is going to be just a break fix, I guess. And you want me to remove the memory of her?
Probably the best thing to do. Yeah.
Isn't she gonna come back downstairs?
We don't know. She's not going to come back downstairs.
Ding ding.
So does like a bag over her head work, or has that already been
Sierra
tried?
just texts the group chat, stay upstairs. Sierra, who hardly ever talks, to just stay upstairs,
Oh,
period.
no. She also texts, no problem, my fiance is gonna be here in an hour. Oops.
Beyonce.
Gross.
Penny picks up her phone and goes, get a room.
Gross. And I was
and Penny looks over at you, Vera, and goes,
Holy gross.
I'll put into the text, rub it in, why don't you?
Oh my god.
There's like frantic texting, like she's trying to figure out, and it just comes out as gibberish. Like it's gibberish, and it's just another text if no, he can help.
Room? Question mark.
Oh my god.
In case Mark can't stake them.
Alright. So,
I mean, I
says,
can. I just don't know if they'll stay that way.
Penny says, I still need to touch him to remove memories. So
Okay.
I want to do this.
I'm going to create a door big enough for a person in the force cage.
And he draws in a deep breath. Alright. And she kind of like... she runs to her room, and she comes back out, and she's wearing her coat.
I love her.
And she has, you see she's wearing a black vest underneath it, and she's like, I don't know if it'll work or not, but you know, Kevlar can never hurt. And she says,
Fair enough.
If I don't die, can we invest in body armor?
Yes, absolutely. Whatever you want. and I'm gonna go in with her.
Yeah. So she walks into the force cage, and she kind of kneels down by Mark's head, or Eric's head. Mark's not in the cage. And she kind of like, she stills herself, and she draws in deep breath. Then she puts her hands on either side of Eric's temples. You can hear her saying something under her breath. And she goes to touch Eric's temples with her fingers. And I've got to make a roll.
Oh shit.
Buckle in, buckaroo.
Oh, fuck. Alright. So she touches Eric's temples. She draws in a deep breath suddenly. And then there's no motion. And a few seconds go by and she still doesn't move. Emery's, make me a perception check. Difficulty 6.
Okay.
Plus 2 dice in perception.
Okay. Difficulty 6. 2 successes.
Not only is she not moving, but her chest is no longer rising and falling. So she stopped breathing.
I immediately grab her and take her out of the force cage with me.
So you grab her, you drag her, you begin dragging her towards the force cage. When Emery grabs her and is dragging her out of the force cage, you all see coming from her fingertips as her fingers leave either side of his temple, these long gossamer-like strands of smoke that are connecting his temple to her fingertips.
Oh no.
And they keep on stretching as Emery takes her out of the force cage. Emery's,
I
when you
would
take her
not
out of the force
recommend raising the force cage. I think that's a
Emery's,
bad
as you take her
idea.
out of the force cage, her body is in the same position. You're basically scooping her up like under her arms, but her legs don't go out straight. Her arms are still exactly where her hands are still in the exact same pose.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna put her down. And
you can see those long tendrils of wispy smoke.
Is there a way that I can try and figure out what that is?
Do you have mind or spirit?
Damn it, I have nothing in either of them.
You can make me a prime roll using your rete, and how many points do you have in prime?
2.
Just enough. You can make me a prime roll to sense what these are. It basically is determining what spheres would be the influence over this item. That's what prime is being used for in this. The difficulty is an 8 because it is just raw power to discern this.
Okay. That's you said an arete and prime?
No, just a retake.
Okay.
I was saying prime is the sphere you're using.
Gotcha.
Wait.
Let me re-roll that then.
Okay.
Okay, so I forgot to say what one particular does for.
Oh shit! I got the same thing. 2 10s.
Whoa.
2 10s? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's really good. But 2 10s. So you basically get the. You know that this is a dual effect. That she has been. She is a mind practitioner. So her three primary spheres are mind, spirit, and prime. Because she works in those spheres to influence others. That's why. That's one of the big things about her, not being a hermetic. The fact that she doesn't have any set spheres. She's not from any single school. But so this is a combination of all three. But the biggest problem is that instead of her just projecting some of herself into his mind in order to influence his mind, she is completely in his mind.
Oh hell.
And the thin cords are just like astral projection. They're her tether. And if anything happens to her tether,
She's
gone.
lost. Okay,
And
then
her
I'm
body
going
is in stasis.
to put her down. I'm gonna put her back next to
And
next to
mechanically
Eric.
speaking, she botched.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, honeys.
I'm gonna put
Those
her back next
successes
to
are
Eric.
21.
I'm gonna try and put her back in the exact same position that she was in before, and just curse under my breath, and I'm gonna look up at everyone. She is in his mind completely.
So what do we do?
I don't know what's going on. Doo-doo-doo.
It's the I don't know what's going on song.
Um,
Happening.
I don't know. I think at this point all we can do is wait and see if she can find her way back. If she cannot by the time my Tati gets here, then she should be able to help.
Sounds like the dog's asking a question.
He does. He wants clarification.
No, she wants my Doritos.
Also Doritos.
But
Okay.
that's kind of where we are right now.
So we sit and wait.
Yeah.
Cool.
Moving her and tampering with we can't tamper with it too much because if we break the connection, she could be lost inside of his mind.
Right. Without a rope, she can't be pulled back. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool.
I don't think the dog agrees.
Sphinx, would Emery's know? We've established that kind of pretty much Emery's does not partake a lot in mage society, mage doings.
Right.
Is that heavily an influence on your character? Like, does he just not know anyone?
He probably knows like a few people and he knows of some of the council members, but he does not know them. Like he has not socialized with anyone. As far as like other practitioners within Mage Society, like sure, like some have come into his bookshop and have bought things from him, but he doesn't go to like mage social events or council meetings or things like that.
He doesn't go to circles and stuff like that.
No.
If the dream speakers are doing a circle, he's not going to go join the drum line.
No.
So what I want you to do for me is roll a 1d10 and tell me what you get.
Okay. I got a 9.
Okay. So what I was rolling is I was giving you a 20% chance of knowing an Akashic, a member of the Akashic Brotherhood. The Akashic Brotherhood is the group that specifically specializes in the sphere of mind, and basically beat 20%. So you got 10%. Actually, no, technically you got 20%. You're out of the line. So you do, and you can come up with a name. You can decide whatever you want to with him, but you do know at least one member of the Akashic Brotherhood who is a close enough acquaintance that you could approach about something like this. He may have even been someone that you might have had Penny mentor with a little bit because her spheres are so different than yours.
Very likely, yeah.
Yeah, in order for her to get some more discipline within her control. So
I'm gonna step outside the force cage. I'm gonna close it a little bit. I'm not gonna close it completely, and then I'm just gonna take out my phone and go through my contacts to see if I can find Lewis's name.
Okay. So you find him fairly quickly. Are you calling him right now?
I'm calling him right fucking now.
All right. So the phone rings for a while, and finally there's an answer on like the 5th ring. And a voice comes on the line. It sounds a little groggy, and he's like, "Emery's, to what do I owe the pleasure?"
Hey, Lewis.
It's getting late.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry to call like this. I've kind of got a bit of an emergency on my hands that I could use your help, or rather, Penny could use your help. Penny could really use your help.
Oh God! Again? Did she do something again?
Um, she was in the process of doing something, and it'll be easy to explain to you. It's easier to explain to you in person where you can actually see what's going on.
All right. Okay. All right. It's gonna be a little bit. I can be there. What time is it? I can be there in uh, half an hour.
Okay. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate this.
Do you see how this is working out, Em?
I see. This is gonna be such an awkward. I feel like it's gonna be like the Spider-Man meme right outside the couch and Quill.
It's like when you order pizza from like 4 different places and all the delivery drivers show up at the same time. Like, and they're all just like, "What? Why?
Why are you here?
though?"
Why are you here? Why are you here?
For the
See,
same
here's the
reason
thing.
you're here.
I don't know what's going on
I
downstairs.
know.
I don't.
Fine.
God forbid I find out what's going on with Penny. That's oh dear God.
It's fine.
Local alligator has eyes, ruins everyone's fucking day.
Oh shit! I just dropped my table. All right, so Mark, what
Oh
are
my
you
god.
doing now? You see what you see him frantically making a phone call. You can hear the conversation that he's having, at least one side of it. But what are you doing in the meantime? And Pandora, are you still downstairs?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, I was gonna wait for a pause in the conversation to ask Emrys if he wants me to go inside the cage to hold Eric still if he wakes up so that nothing happens to Penny. Because I don't understand what's going on, but the stringy things look important. So but he's on the phone, so
Well, he just got the phone. So, Mark, what are you doing?
So the most important thing I think I might want to mention now is from here on out, anybody is on any phone call and it's not speakerphone, I am shifting my ears to be more sensitive so I can hear both sides of the conversation.
Okay. Did you already make the roll? You
Uh,
don't have to do that, do you?
no, I do, but I mean it's going to be pretty easy for me to make.
Yeah. All right. And so I know what you're doing. Then you're eavesdropping.
And then I'm also going to be counting the number of blood bags that are on the floor, and then look at Vera and be like, "How much do you normally drink?"
Not as much as that.
As I'm like 10
Yeah, you can't drink that
and
much.
a
No.
jug.
Right.
He said he was still hungry. Are you ever hungry after this?
No, I would be like, I could not get half of that. So I would not be hungry. I would be having overeaten.
And from the very few rare times you frenzied, you know that vampires can do that. Just gorge
Yeah,
themselves
yeah.
with blood.
Right.
So, what are you doing, by the way, Vera?
She's kind of standing there awkwardly, kind of tensing her hands by her sides, seeing if there's anything she can do, and just kind of watching this play out. She's like, this is great. This is not.
This is absolutely
It's like,
not hitting my anxiety in any
yeah,
way, shape, or
my anxiety is fine.
All right, so
does Emrys let me into the cage?
I was gonna say, so after the call, Pandora, you ask Emrys if you can go into the cage.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I'll just say yes, please, thank you,
Are you gonna close her in the
and
cage too?
I'll open the cage and then I'll close her back into it.
Okay. So are you just what are you gonna do, Pandora? How are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
hold him down?
I'm just gonna like kind of sit behind him and like hold him by the arms because I
Mhm.
feel like that would best keep him in the pose that Penny's kind of frozen in.
Okay. So are you kind of doing the ghost scene where you're standing behind Penny and you kind of got your arms around Penny but you're holding his shoulders down?
No, I'm behind him.
He's
Most
laying down.
oh, then man, then I gotta like
Because remember, he's laying down, Penny's kneeling above his head, kind of looking down at him, and she's got her fingers against his temples
can,
on either side of his head.
can I sit on the floor and like put my legs over his torso?
I guess. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a couple of things about the situation.
Okay.
Being that out of all your forms except for your wolf form, your human form is probably the physically weakest of them,
Mhm.
strength wise. Are you staying human?
Right now, yes, because the main thing is just trying to not be disruptive to like
Gotcha.
Penny touching him because this.
Oh, vampire, vampiric touch. ENT, thank you very much for the raid. We really
Oh
appreciate
wow,
it.
they're done.
Oh,
Hi
hi.
guys.
Yeah,
Hi.
you guys have done
Hi
quite early.
guys.
We're
Hi.
actually getting ready to go out in a blaze of glory in a second. You know,
Oh.
we're gonna kill everybody.
Oh
Thank you
my
very much for
god.
the follow. Really appreciate that. So, but as I was saying, so you're sitting there and you have uh, the biggest thing about this is you've seen, or no, you haven't seen it. You know that if he is any type of wear at all,
Yeah.
then one of the things he can do is get as strong as you get.
Yeah.
And if that happens, he would toss your legs off of him like nothing. And you'd be in a
Yes.
very awkward position because then you'd be flipped over.
Yeah, I just don't want to move her because the strings are spooky.
I will tell you the one thing that you could definitely and easily do
What?
because it's one of the primary things you learn in wrestling.
Oh,
You could straddle him and pin his shoulders down with your arms, with your hands.
you know what? Sure.
Because it's a dominant position. It gives you more control over everything,
Yeah.
and hopefully you can hold him down. Thank you very much, the compound, for the follow. Really appreciate it. So uh, so we're actually kind of getting ready to wrap up because it's 10:30.
Hi, everyone.
But just to
Goodbye.
let you, yeah, hi everybody, goodbye. But just to let you guys know, if you follow us here on Dinner and a Game, when we hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch, we are giving away this set, which is the D&D box set, which is the Player's Guide, Monsters Manual, and the DMG. It's going to come in that slipcover with the GN screen, and this is the special edition set, which has foil covers, so they're extra shiny, extra sparkly, and you won't get them confused with anyone else's books unless they have the same books. In that case, that's up to you guys. But we're giving this away. We hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch. We're at 670 right now, I think, and we're going to be doing this also on our YouTube, which is in our link tree. And on YouTube, we're only trying to get to 100 so we can brand our YouTube channel. And on YouTube, which is in that link tree, we're at like 80 something, and so we only have a few more to go. And we're going to give away the same box set to the first 100 followers. We're going to do a drawing from that number, and we're going to give a box set away to one of them as well. And if you follow us, if you follow that link tree and you go to follow us on TikTok, we're giving away this 3D printed 4-story tall dice tower on TikTok, and that's when we hit 1K, and we're at 800 and something there as well. So we're almost there as well. And then, finally, if you come here every single week and catch our show at the break, which might unfortunately correspond with Vampiric Touch, but 87 subscribers, thank you very much. So yeah, we only have 13 more to go there, and once we hit 100, all we really want to do is be able to brand the channel. But when we get to that point, we're going to give away that box set over there. So, hey, let people know too, because the sooner we get there, the sooner we give away the box set. And if you're in the first 100, you're automatically entered to win as long as you subscribe to our YouTube channel. But also, we give away a mini at the break on every single show. And these aren't just store-bought minis. I 3D print the minis myself. And tonight we gave away this mini at the break. It is a mini from Loot Studios, which is a company that makes the 3D files, and I print them up and I ship them out. This is the Armored Dragon Cultists, and we've given away a lot of stuff. Milagros just won a set of fighting dragons, a red and a platinum dragon that are in combat on a diorama base that we gave away as the first show of the year. I don't have that picture up, otherwise I'd show it. And the dragons that I'm putting together for Milagros fell apart, so I can't. I glued the wings on one of them because I didn't think about it. I was just assembling it, but I'm not going to glue everything else together so I can pack it up and make sure it's safe and doesn't like break. So, thank you very much, Quick Walker. But we do that every single show. So we broadcast on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But all that being said, thank you all for being here. So Pandora, you're straddling him and pinning him down.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Mark, what exactly are you doing other than eavesdropping?
I could give him a suggestion, and that's say fucking nothing about what is happening in the Philippines right now.
I was having a conversation with Vera about the ridiculous amount of blood that you guys already drank.
Perfect. Wonderful.
So, I'm sorry I interrupted. Raise you, that's okay. So go ahead, I apologize.
So, if you don't drink this much, how common is it for somebody to drink this much?
Not. You can gore yourself on blood like that. That's a thing. However, to drink this much and still be hungry is highly unusual and not really normal at all.
So, yeah. In fact, Rivera, you know that only the oldest and most powerful vampires that you've ever even heard of can consume that much blood.
Yeah. So this is not a great thing. At all.
So, interesting question.
Right, sure, go for it.
You guys seem like you're very big into like pedigree, just like the Fae are, but in a weird kind of a way. So he doesn't know.
And if she were, she'd be a party palm.
He obviously doesn't know that information, and Penny probably can't figure it out because she's otherwise indisposed at the moment.
Correct.
Do you have a way to figure out his pedigree?
I don't know.
Do you know any Tremere?
I don't know yet. We'll find out, won't we? I might be able to, but I don't even know how they would judge that in this context. He's got a lot going on, so I don't quite know how anybody is going to look at him.
And also, from Vera, from your point of view as a vampire, how many secrets of vampires do you want to give to?
Yeah.
That might give him some way of gauging the power of vampires.
Yeah, no, she's holding everything kind of close anyways. She's just like, I don't know. But even then, I don't know how he's going to be looked at.
Okay. Well, he's not one of the ugly ones, right?
Well,
because that would have happened already.
He's not. Right. However, the whole he could be used as a weapon kind of thing is kind of making me a little wary of who I talk to and ask. Just
No, but I'm just like let's kick the tires around, right? Like he's not ugly, so like can we cross that off the list?
Sure, we'll cross that off the list. Great, it's crossed off the list. Not even on there.
Okay. Can we cross anything else off the list? Just like with our own little test runs of stuff.
Not ugly. Crossed off. Let me know if you think of anything else that I can cross off this list. As she's just like,
oh, okay. How would we know like
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You had a little bit, Mark. What was that?
You roboted.
Oh, how would we know if he's like you?
Well, he didn't seem to know that he was dead, so like that's a thing.
No, okay, look, I'm not an expert in you people, but like,
You people.
You people.
What do you mean?
You people.
Thank you guys for everyone jumping on that. That was
You
very-
people?
that was very good.
Seriously?
Okay.
That was very
the
funny.
permanently deceased.
The permanently deceased. I've not seen a mix like this before, where he's a little bit of a couple of things. So I'm not sure if he's like fully dead. I don't know.
Wait, people can be more than one of y'all's pedigrees at once?
Oh
Is he like a designer pedigree?
Oh my god.
Do we have to test for more than one thing at a time?
I am not a show dog. Just putting it out there for you, Mark. You're the fluffy one. I'm just the dead one.
Well, then what term do you want to use if we don't want to say pedigree?
I mean, you can keep using pedigree. I'm just making sure you understand that, like, that's not.
Well,
You
you
probably
said that he was a mix. Like, I'm using your own words.
You probably also should not like tell Rosa that like pedigree. I don't think she would take kindly to that. Just keeping that in mind. Okay, cool.
Okay. So how many different kinds, like, of whatever can there be?
A lot.
I love how Vera's being so awkward right now.
She does not like the questioning. A lot. There could be a lot of us. I don't know what he is. I don't know how I'm supposed to judge what type of pedigree he's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. If you don't understand this stuff really well, I can always go find another one on the street, and I can beat that one into giving me the answers.
I feel like that's not the way you want to go about that. I feel like that will cause more of a problem.
I'm starting to just want to say, you know what, Mark, go for it.
I feel like this is not a good idea.
No, we put a tag on him when he was in school.
So, actually, since this is kind of a cliffhanger-ish point to go ahead and call it a night, and we are actually 10 minutes over now, why don't we go ahead and stop Mark's Inquisition?
You got too lost in the sauce.
And we can resume it next week on Tuesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time here on Twitch, where we will be giving away yet another mini, and we will be giving away or trying to keep our drives going to get our follower counts up so we can give away all those other prizes. And remember, we are going to be doing the mini giveaway every show at the break. We break a little late tonight, but we usually try and break around 9:30 Central Standard Time. At 10, sometimes it runs a little bit over. And we're going to go ahead, let's see. And if you want to come give us a follow on our Discord as well, we post up show times, we post up show notes. There's an in-character chat whenever everyone's not, absolutely swamped with holidays, finals, and work and everything like that. There's an in-character chat that is in our Discord channel, and we post everything up there. And our Facebook channel is also in that link tree. I'll put it up one more time. And if you want to follow us there, we have like 13K followers on Facebook for some reason. None of them come to watch the show. It's sad. But we have that up there, and we are going to be getting ready to do some more things. We were going to do this before the holidays, but we ended up putting more money into the holidays than we thought we were going to do. But we're getting ready to do our first dice order. I got my proofs out to the company that's going to be producing the dice. And these are Dinner and a Game branded dice, and we're getting a decent sized collection in. And we're already talked to our web people, and we're building out a store for them now.
Nice.
I'm getting the photos up to them, and I mean, I was telling Ivy, I'm gonna send you dice, and you're just gonna take really nice pictures of them for me, because the only pictures we're gonna have are the ones without our branding, and so we need some pictures of dice with branding so we can show our logo. But anyway, and then Ivy gets to keep all the dice. So, but anyway, we're getting ready to launch that. We're hoping to launch that around March, okay? Because we have the time, have time for the orders to come in. So all that's going to be changing on Dinner and a Game, and we're going to start, of course, doing dice giveaways and everything like that to help promote that. So we're going to be pretty much doing a lot of promotions of the show this year. We're trying to take those next steps, trying to grow out a little bit. I'm also going to be looking for more GMs to produce more shows and everything like that. So if anyone out there wants to run a show on a stream and wants to actually has storylines and plot ideas and anything they want to, we are looking for indies as much as possible. As just like in a game store where Magic the Gathering pays the bills, D&D pays the bills. People enjoy D&D, but we love independent publishers. We love smaller game houses. One of my favorite games is Monster of the Week. It is amazing.
So
and,
good.
Yeah, Powered by the Apocalypse is an incredibly easy to learn, easy to modify system that lends itself to story-based games incredibly well. But all that being said, I would love to thank my incredible cast who has been with me to very, very late. If you want to see all the things that Sphinx is doing right now, you can find his link tree in chat. You will find links to his other shows. His next show is tomorrow, which is here on Dinner and a Game, and he will be doing playing. Oh my God, my brain just went out my ear.
Valestein O'Call.
Valestein O'Call, who is a bard, and we are playing
And
D&D,
sorcerer.
And oh yeah, I forgot. Bard and sorcerer. We're playing D&D 5e, and Milagros is also there. She will be playing Utopia Aster, paladin and princess.
I'm sorry.
And also
Utopia O'Call.
O'Call,
O'Call,
formerly Aster, and
Formerly
also
Aster.
possibly the reason behind the apocalypse. We're still looking into that.
Obviously, there's an apocalypse going on because we're playing an RPG, and if you play an RPG, there's an apocalypse. It's just how that works.
It's the way it works.
Yeah. So, but if you want to follow Milagros, her links are in here. She is still dealing with school, but she's going to start producing content when she gets out of school, and she's really excited about it. So, and if you follow her TikTok, when she puts out TikToks, they're amazing and wonderful, and we love her very much. And she live streams, so you can watch her live stream and get some ASMR for her mechanical keyboard.
Yes, I just started doing that because I'll be doing a lot of writing for my homework, and it's, easy content and a way to connect with people. And also the clickety clacks are very good.
And of course, Ivy is on Dice Cream Sandwich on Mondays. She has her show on every other Friday, right? Every other Friday. And she is also a really good producer of TikToks when she can. I know you've been really busy.
Doesn't mean making a comeback, I'm sure.
It's okay. And so if you want to follow Ivy's content, you can find her links there. And lastly, not leastly, the amazing M, who is... I'm not even going to try and start listing all the things M does.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah. M literally does more shows than there are in a week. But if you want to follow M's content, go ahead and go here. You can find her there. My beautiful wife, Jessica, who manages all our social media. Thank you very much, baby. And then Jonathan, who is our OG, and he is one of the first people we ever brought on to Dinner and a Game. Thank you very much for being here with us this evening, Jonathan. And everyone else, we hope you have a lovely evening. Remember, at Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table, and we want to make sure that you guys make it back to the table again and again. So, Omicron's out there. It's bad. It's unfortunately getting worse. Wear a mask when you can. If you can get the jab, get the jab. A lot of people can't right now, and they're counting on you to help protect them. So, do what you can when you can, and we will see you next week for the next episode of Emerald Sanctums, and we will see you tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist. We love you all. We're going to go raid Dice Cream Sandwiches because they're there and we like them. So everyone, have a good night, and thank you so much. Be careful. It's scary. Oh, my goodness. It's going. I forgot to hit the start raid button, so... Yay.
I just like the, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
I
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
Dice Cream Sandwiches, tell them Dinner Game sent you. Say hi. Make a lot of noise. Follow them if you haven't followed them yet. They're amazing content creators. We love you and good night.
Good night.
Whee!